places you couldn't stand, to let you know I'm always there, always there. Please come home, I've been waiting for you far too long. Doesn't matter where you are, on the sun, the moon, and stars, always up and beyond. You can always find me there, among the stars, the land and sea, there beyond what the eyes can see, among the leaves and air we breathe. Wherever on the earth you roam, only travel to and from, I exist in every song. And light and dark, I'm always present, the one true alpha of dimensions and omega of inventions.
Too much used to be a Minute Maid. You the one that got away. Cross paths had to make it mine for a bit. Knowing damn well she a lie. Too much used to be a Minute Maid. You the one that got away. Cross paths had to make it mine for a bit. Knowing damn well she a lot. I've lost myself.
Yo, if you're with us in the chat over on TikTok, YouTube, or Twitch, hello, happy Thursday. We've almost made it through another week. It's almost Friday. It's been a good week. It's been a busy week, but it's been a productive week, so I can't really complain too much. If you're in the chat with us over on Twitch, make sure you hit ! Submit to submit your music and ! Skip if you want to learn how to skip the queue. We do have a paid skip queue if you want to do that, but I'm really not that pressed. If we don't hit that today, we don't do that many of those, we'll just do a bunch more free skips, and that's really what it is. OVO Renzo, welcome to the chat. Lekanala, it's great to have you. How are you doing? Let us know. We'll get started here in a second. I'm just finishing getting set up. Kale, welcome back. It's good to see you. How's life? How's tricks? Malice Black, what's up? We're live on Twitch and YouTube as well right now. If you want to submit, all you have to do is go to nero.fm/KayvanMD. It's free. I'm going to be listening to your music, giving feedback, playlisting songs, following artists. Man, I'm good. Look, here, hold on. Oop. I didn't set up properly. Sorry. How am I doing? I'm pretty good overall. I can't complain. Let's make sure this chat's working as well. Okay, great. Yeah, I can't complain overall. Honestly, like, things are good. I've had a really, really productive week. I'm going to South by next week, so I'll be in Austin from Friday through the following Wednesday. I'm hosting the Digilog Showcase, their 10-year anniversary show at South by Southwest, which I'm super excited about. That's going to be a really, really good time. I'm hyped to get back out to Austin and just meet a bunch of you guys in the community who are going to be out there as well. So if you are out at South by Southwest next week, make sure you come say what's up to me. I definitely love to meet you guys in person. We can chop it up. You can ask me questions in person. We do the whole exchange and contact shit. Whatever it is that you want. I'm gonna be out there in Austin next week, and I'm excited about that. It's gonna be great. If you're with us on TikTok, we're live on Twitch and YouTube as well right now. I'll be doing music feedback for the next 2 hours. This is just a way for me to listen to new artists, independent specifically, and emerging artists, give feedback, help you guys develop, answer any questions you have about the music industry, and more. But yeah, to answer your question, it has been a good week. Arsenal won yesterday. City dropped points yesterday. Spurs lost today. I mean, could it get any better for just a regular week? We just announced a sync licensing partnership for one of my management clients today. What else, man? It's just been good. I'm amped up. I'm jacked up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for this feedback stream today. Vera's here. She's in the studio. They're doing a writing session as well. I didn't know I needed this. I didn't know I needed you in the chat. Welcome back, bro. How are you doing? What's good? If you're with us on TikTok, we're live on Instagram. We're live on Twitch and YouTube right now. KayvanMD on both of those platforms. I've got one of my second to last distro releases coming out tomorrow with Schloob as well. So yeah, look, it's been a busy week. It's been a good week. I'm good, honestly. A couple things to run through, seeing as we're here. So for everybody who's just joined us in the chat, if you don't know who I am or what I do, I'll do a quick explanation of what this is, why we do this, and why you should care if you care at all, and if you don't, that's also fine. But my name is Kayvan. I'm the Director of Artist and Label Relations at Genius. I've been at Genius for like the last 9 years. This is year number 10, so I've been a big part of content strategy there, booking artists, interviewing artists, also launching new series and products and things like that. Fucking launched Genius Distro and ran a distro company for 4 years. Signed artists, did rollouts, did DSP pitching, curator pitching. I've been managing artists for over 10 years. I make playlists, I make content. I just do a bunch of shit to support independent emerging artists as much as possible because honestly, I've been in your shoes. I've been an artist myself. I produce music. I've been a classical musician since I was 7 years old. So all of this, everything I've done in my career comes from a place of having done it and wanting to help other people figure out how they can do it easier. And that is why submissions are always free in here. The Legend, welcome to the chat. Brad Fox, welcome to the chat. So if you guys are in the chat, TikTok, it's a little different. You have to go to Nero.fm/KayvanMD. And Twitch, YouTube, all you have to do is hit !submit or !skip in the chat, and that is going to pull up the submission form for you as well, okay? That's how this works. I'll be pulling up submissions as we go throughout the stream. It is always free to submit. I am not one of those streamers who's going to be like, yo, you got to pay $50 to submit music. I don't give a fuck whether you spend money or not. If you do want to guarantee you get played on stream today, you can in the paid skip queue. It is there for that reason. But we've also made our skip queue substantially cheaper than everybody else's. It is only $5 or $10 for a skip or a super skip, both of which will guarantee you get played in entirety. It's just where you're positioned in the queue. If we get more than 5 paid skips, which we don't have right now, we'll do 5 paid skips, then a free skip at random using the spinning wheel, which it looks like it has gone up over that now, so just know we'll do 5, we'll spin the wheel, we'll do a free one. We'll do another 5 paid skips, we'll spin the wheel, we'll do a free one. But usually when we get done with paid skips, we just get into free skips, because like I said, I'm not here to take money from you guys. I'm really here because I enjoy this. I love finding new music. I love being early. And that leads me into my next point. If you don't follow us on Kayvan's House, you should. This is the platform that I use on Instagram to really highlight and curate all of the playlists and music and content around what we find here on the stream and also in our Discord community as well. So you can see I just posted a new piece of content today about the songs we found on live stream in the last couple of weeks. I usually post these like every 2 weeks or so, honestly. Like it used to be every single week, but we're spreading things out so we can make room for other pieces of content these days. So 2 of these, or every 2 weeks, we'll do a roundup of some of the best songs we found on stream here. Like I said, I'm going to be in South by next week in Austin, Texas. For this show specifically, I'm going to be hosting and co-presenting this show with my homies over at the Digilog, Two Lost, Sync Money, and also Hitmaker Inc. So if you are in Austin, come say what's up. This is happening on March 17th from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. I'm going to be up on stage hosting the show as well. So you're going to see me and all my ridiculousness, getting a fit off on stage, pretending that I'm an artist like the days of old. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be pretending to be an artist, but we are gonna have fun, and I am gonna be getting a fit off. That's a guarantee. We've got DJ Chose, Isla, Code, who I love also, Jules Aurora, Reggie Beckton, who I've been a fan of since day one. I'm a day one Reggie Beckton fan. Kembe X, who I love, Devin Malik, who I love, Jalen Ashawn, who I'm also a day one fan of, and is somebody that we found here on the stream first. Jovi Green, Neptune, Alumni Cloud Woes, Zamira, Jax, Ashoka, Cedric Brazel, my guy, Bijan, who's also a member of the community here, Piss Washington, Caravana, Zoe Tan, who I love also, the Bull Bay, and Quana. It's going to be a very good show. I'm very excited about it. I'm super hyped to be back at a South by. I get there next Friday, so if you're around, you want to come say what's up, if you see me out in the street, come say hi. I'm not a scary guy. I'm not going to be weird or standoffish, I promise you. What else have we got going on, man? If you don't follow us on Kayvan's House, we just dropped a new playlist opportunity called The Ground Floor. I'm not going to read the whole spiel, but essentially TLDR. I love being first on artists. That's why I do this stream. And to take it one step further, we've opened a new playlist opportunity called The Ground Floor, exclusively on High Note, which is another platform that a friend of mine started that I'm actually kind of, I'm pretty hyped about. And what you can do is submit your music before it comes out on DSPs. So this is essentially supposed to be a playlist where we find stuff before it's released. And we support it before it's released. We highlight it before it's released. And that way, you can take it. No, I know my voice isn't coming out on the mic here, but here it is on Twitch and YouTube. Don't worry. This is a very janky ass way for me to do this on TikTok. We're doing it this way for now. Anyway, back to the High Note thing. We're trying to be first. We're trying to support you guys before the songs come out. You can take that support, literally going into your DSP rollouts, use it as pitch materials, and be like, yo, the guy from fucking Genius co-signed my shit before it even came out. Boom. There you go. That's a piece of ammo for you in your pitches, alright? So the whole point of this was to get in early, be there first, and be the first supporters of songs, even before they come out. I appreciate you, Bernizi. So, go over, check that out. There's a link in my bio if you want to submit for that. All you have to do is go on the socials as well, and you will find a way to submit your music for that. Like I said, what we do here, music feedback, I'll be listening to your songs, giving feedback, playlisting songs, and following artists for the next 2 hours. We also have our new music with this playlist, which updates every weekend, our Discover Monthly playlist, which updates every month, our At Home With interview series, which I have some very, very exciting artists coming up for. I'm hype, actually. I'm very excited about the At Home With series. We got an artist who I fucking love, whose EP drops next week, is going to do it, hopefully for next week, and I'm very, very excited about that. So, yeah, that's it. That's what we do here. There's only one rule: be respectful of each other. I just won't accept anybody being rude to other people. And just know I'm tired today, so if you are rude to other people, I will absolutely flame the fuck out of you in the chat. Just because it gets like that sometimes. Other than that, we try to have fun, we try to be respectful. All genres are welcome, unreleased or released music videos are fine. Content, if you want content, feedback, whatever you want. Feel free to ask whatever music industry questions you want in the chat. Like I said, I've been doing this for a little bit, so I'm always happy to answer them. We'll probably get into some music news as well. I got the good old Billboard pulled up, so we can talk about some of the things happening in the music industry as well. Look, man, I will say it's a little clickbaity these days on the music news on Billboard. But we'll talk about the shit that actually matters. We'll probably not talk about Britney Spears arrested for an alleged DUI, which, why are they letting her drive is maybe my first question. They probably shouldn't. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens on this side of things with the music news today. But if there's anything you want me to talk about, feel free to ask me in the chat, and I'm happy to. All right. Before we get started with your music, I'm going to share with you one of the songs from the Shloop project I have dropping tonight at midnight. Shloop is from Louisville, Kentucky. He's an artist that I've been supporting for quite a few years, in all honesty. I found him really early on when he was just rolling around with Jack Harlow back in Louisville. Really maybe 2016 or 2017 was like the first time I ever heard Shloop. And so I've been supporting him ever since. I got to sign him to Genius Distro. We've worked on like 6 or 7 singles in the last year. This is the project. Focus track from the project's called Trip Out. I'm pretty hype on it. I like this project a lot. Drops tomorrow or tonight at midnight, so I'm going to be up late tonight, making sure everything gets delivered properly, doing some DSP follows up. You would say... Okay, wait. I'm going to take I Didn't Know I Needed This as advice, and I'm going to play Miss the Ganja. I do like this song as well. It was actually hard to pick a focus track from this, I'm not going to lie. Lots of songs that I re-enjoyed on this project. Okay, this is Miss the Ganja. Shloop. Shout out to I Didn't Know I Needed This in the chat. I swear to God, I missed the ganja. Sober way too long, it got me way too fucking honest. If you are in the chat and you haven't submitted yet, now is your chance. All you gotta do is say !submit or !skip. We'll get started with your songs very shortly. Q is starting to build. I'm just saying, it gets a little bigger sometimes. Alright. Thinking I've been missing out, that's not the case. Flaming out is nothing I should trip about. These other niggas fizzled out, they try and go the Christian route. The pressure hit them niggas. I think one of the things I really enjoy about Shloop is he just has like the perfect rap voice. I think he's just got like this swag in his delivery. And honestly, he gets fits off too. If we want to talk about fits for a second. This man gets fits off. Look at this. Look at this aura. I'm hyped. He's also a look for the soccer fans in the chat. He's also also a Louisville City ambassador, which I love. As a big soccer player and soccer fan, I love that personally. Definitely go check out some of the other songs he's dropped recently as well. At Schloob on Instagram if you want to go follow and support. Do Gnarly by Cat's Eye? Do I need to play Gnarly by Cat's Eye? I feel like everybody in the whole world knows Gnarly by Cat's Eye at this point. Again, at Schloob on Instagram. We're going to get into your songs in a minute.
Before this world go detonate. That little CBD got you over there. You need some of this sweet.
Look, if you like raps, if you like hip hop, go listen to this Schloob project. It's called Trippin' from Out West. Drops at midnight tonight. You guys are gonna see me being annoying as fuck about it tomorrow. So keep your eyes open. All right, let's get into your songs now so you guys can see what it goes like in here. We got Timmy Dre up first. Kayvan AO here, talent manager for Timmy Dre, sent this in a while back with some other tracks. And I remember it still being a bit early. A lot can change with 6 months of hard work and consistency. Millions of streams, hundreds of thousands of TikTok videos, and millions of IG views later. Not only is the song a hit, but Timmy Dre, an Afrofusion artist. Whew, this is a long pitch. Coming out of Brooklyn, New York, is taken everywhere by storm. Would you ever genuinely love to revisit that conversation on bringing him up to genius? I know you take passion. Yeah, we don't shoot anything in New York anymore, so that's maybe the first hurdle to jump through. But I will definitely check this out, and let's see if it makes sense, right? Timmy Dre, on you. Let us know what you think in the chat. I do remember liking this song a lot, or liking Timmy Dre a lot the last time I listened to him. But it's awesome to see that the song's doing so well, too. Oh, I didn't mean to put it in that playlist. Whoops. Pavelski, welcome back to the chat. How's it going? Hey, Timmy _ Dre. Oh shit, there has been a lot of growth. Good for you guys, man. Been a minute. I'm good. I can't complain. Hella new projects coming. I love to hear it. Supervillain says vibey. Look, you know what I will say? What's very obvious here is that he has put in the work on the social side to really push this shit and get it in front of more eyes. And that is something I'm constantly telling artists they need to do. So huge props to you for actually putting the work in and pushing this song for so long. Let's take a look on YouTube. I'm excited for this new Cherry Kim stuff too, man. This song is a vibe. Okay, 731,000 in 3 months is not bad. I'm gonna have to dig in a little bit more and do some back-end research. But I will say it's getting close to that range where we would start talking about it on the Genius side seriously. Usually, I'd say when we hit like over 1 million streams in a couple of months, that's generally when we're gonna really start talking about whether or not we want to book something and bring them in seriously. But I will say we look at a bunch of things, right? We look at how things are doing on streaming, how they're doing on social, how they're doing on YouTube, like views per hour, what kind of searches are happening, like. So there's a lot of data that we kind of look at before we actually say whether or not we're going to book something. But I will say this is getting close to that range where it's a serious conversation. So keep up the good work, man. Seriously, you guys are doing a great job of actually promoting the song. And it is a vibe, man. Timmy _ Dre on Instagram. It's such a catchy fucking song, guys. This one's definitely staying in the library probably forever. I love that it's got kind of the compa elements as well. This one's a really, really dope, man. Originally from Lagos. Based in Brooklyn now. Also, the other thing that I think is really cool about this is when you look at the top cities for this artist, Lagos is #1, Port Harcourt, Nigeria is #2, Nairobi, Kenya is #3, Abuja, Nigeria is #4, and Kampala, Uganda is #5, which means that the community in these countries where this artist is from are really backing this music, which is a great sign. Culturally and regionally, the fact that it's making waves in those places first and foremost, I think is like a really, really, really cool part, just cool aspect to it. The acoustic, I didn't know there was an acoustic version of this song either. But wait a second. We're gonna give the acoustic session. We're gonna give the acoustic version a second to breathe.
You don't make me go follow your body too bad. I want you to be mine.
No, that's fine. I love indie music, bro. Don't even worry about it. How's this doing on Genius? 8,000 views? Okay. Bedrooms, what's up? Welcome back to the chat. Timmy, for anybody on Timmy's team. So one thing I would suggest you do is go in here, obviously, and correct the lyrics. Let's make sure they're right. Let's make sure that they're verified. Second thing I would do is say, go ahead and go leave like verified commentary yourself on these pages and push your fans towards it. Lyric page views is another thing that we really look at and think about before we book things at Genius as well, right? So just keep those things in mind. I think there's a couple things that you can do to kind of just make this a better pitch for me internally. One, let's keep that video numbers going up, right? Like, I want to see you pushing that video hard. The more you push that video, the more it's getting more views per hour. The more we're kind of seeing that data come in, the easier the pitch is for me internally. Secondly, lyric page views, let's get them verified. Let's get, your commentary on those lyric pages. Let's drive fans towards those lyric pages. But then just keep doing what you're doing. On the social side, you guys are doing an amazing job. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on it because I do think it is closer. Like I said, lots of things that go into these conversations, down to timing of the song. Like, there's a lot of times where we'll miss things because it's like, all right, well, right now we have content shot. I'm going to let you guys into the back end of what it's like to be in a media company right now, right? So we're never shooting in real time, right? Like, the episodes that we shoot or the episodes that drop now or whatever, like, we dropped a long shot episode today. We've been working on that episode since maybe beginning of February, right? So, like, they shot it, they delivered it to us, we set a date. We already have episodes backed up until roughly the top of April or second week of April for both series, open mic and verified. So the whole way the content schedules work at like bigger media companies is that we have to stay ahead of things, right? We have to make sure that we have edit time. So we need time for our shooters and editors to actually go through, do the edits properly. We need license clearance time on the back end for like publishing and stuff like that, just so we can make sure we can actually license the songs to use them in content. And then also we need time to book, get people in, do the shoots, all that kind of stuff, right? So just so you guys are aware, when you see stuff coming out on a place like Genius or Complex, generally, because for the most part, like every now and then there's these outlying reasons why we'll rush something out and make sure we're trying to hit a moment. But generally what you'll see is that we are probably about a month ahead from where we're actually be at. So what we have to keep in mind when we are booking things, because we only put out 3 episodes a week, right? That's only 12 episodes a month. That's not a ton of options, right? So we really have to be like very picky and choosy about what we can shoot, what we can put out. A big part of those decisions when it comes down to having these conversations about like, all right, do we book this thing? Do we book this thing? It's how quickly can we get it out, right? So even if we shoot something now, today, realistically, we're not able to get it out until midway through April. So if it's a situation where a song is having a moment right now, and it's not a song that's building gradually over time and continuing to build, sometimes we just miss those opportunities because it's not going to make sense for us in a month from now when the moment is past and no one's talking about it anymore, right? So these are just things to think about. I'm going to keep an eye on this one because I do think it's getting closer to that stage where it makes sense for us to at least talk about it internally and flag it for people and figure out what we can do. But that's not a guarantee that we'll actually end up doing anything. But I will say you guys are doing a great job, and I think that's a great place to be at. I've had a lot of meetings with artists around this stage too. It's like, before Rod Wave started like really dropping, like I had done meetings with Rod Wave really early, and these are the things that I would tell artists in our one-on-one meetings too when they would come to the office and play us stuff. Is like, all right, this is what I need from you for me to be able to kind of make these pitches internally and fight for us doing something, right? So this is not secret information. This is this is stuff that you should know that actually makes my job easier and makes your job easier. So yeah, work on YouTube. YouTube is a big thing for us because we're a native to YouTube platform. TikTok is also big. We look at the way that impacts things. Lyric page views, and then also like views per hour and how much things are actually physically being searched in the moment. So it's great if you hit 1 million views. That's an amazing benchmark to kind of aim for. It's not a guarantee that if something hits 1 million views, it gets booked. Okay. Empty Streets, Lekanala up next, looking for feedback. This one is a indie rock Mozzie Star type of song, all right? Yeah, the both versions thing, we'll look at it, but like honestly, like that doesn't necessarily equal the same thing either, right? Because it's like technically 2 different search terms. I'll look, but yeah, like it's definitely got traction. I'm not gonna say it doesn't. I have a tool though where I'm gonna go look at like the back end data of like views per hour and things like that, which will give me more context of how it's currently doing, if that makes sense. Because I'm also not unaware of ad spends and how they work, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, Lekanala. I don't know that I expected this sound from you. Well, the acoustic's only done 18K. And this shorts version's done pretty well. I actually think there's too much reverb and delay on these vocals. That's probably the biggest thing that I would say is like, it's kind of all bleeding into each other. And while that does kind of create this like cool, almost like dreamy kind of feel to it, I think like you can pull back a little bit and still get that effect. Yeah, if someone's asking if Timmy Dre's looking for pitch songs. Oh, sick. I love that. Like I said, bro, I can't guarantee anything anyway without talking to the rest of the team. What was the volume increase that happened just now? This volume increase right here is a little bit of a interesting thing. I don't know if that was purposeful. I don't think it needed the automated volume increase right here, personally. Like the drums get much louder, but then they get quieter again. That's probably the other thing I would point out is like outside of the maybe feeling like there's a lot of reverb delay on the vocals. There is a little bit of a weird volume, like leveling thing going on here where the drums are changing volume and it kind of fades in and out. I don't know if I love that personally. Just something I would keep an ear out for. For me, like I generally prefer when something is a more consistent volume level throughout. Unless there is like a concerted build into a climax moment, which like maybe that's what was happening there, but it didn't really feel like much of a build. It's just like the drums got louder and then they got kind of quieter. So those are my two things that really stand out. I actually like the way the vocals were mixed overall outside of maybe just a little bit too much reverb delay causing them to bleed into each other. But yeah, for me, I think maybe the biggest standout moment is just that the drums change volume there and that it kind of strikes me a little bit and catches me a little bit differently. Sounds like The Neighborhood. You think it sounds like The Neighborhood? I don't know if I agree that it sounds like The Neighborhood necessarily. I have a hilarious Neighborhood story also that I'm not going to tell, but it is a pretty funny one. But yeah, I'd say that's probably the biggest thing. And you're welcome, Brad Fox. Yeah, sorry. I try to tell people like pitching me only goes so far. If I'm being honest, like just again, this is just general advice for everybody. Like you can pitch me on something, but I have to go do the research. It's like literally my job to go do the research myself and like dig through it and kind of figure out what the story I'm telling internally to my coworkers is. Because also there's like 4 of us on the team, so it's really not just like my only decision. We talk about it as a team. We make a decision as a team. So it is always going to be a thing of like, all right, send me the pitch. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'll see if it makes sense. As soon as it does make sense, I'm going to start talk to everybody internally. But I'm going to go do my own digging, and I will keep an eye on it. But more than anything, you guys are doing a great job. So just keep it up. And the thing that I would tell everybody too is like, yo, like if you really want to get on Genius, just push your shit. Like seriously, market your shit, push it, and just promote and build that fan base. Because honestly, if something's moving, we are going to see it. Like it's literally my job day in, day out to be looking at what's moving and keep an eye on it, right? But this is a perfect way to get it in front of me and get me to look at it. 100% independent, no ad spend is crazy. No ad spend is crazy. And that's amazing to hear. I have a really cool song I'm working on. Where do I send you stuff? Okay, I'll let you and Brad Fox figure out where you can send him music. Lekanala official _official on that one if you liked it. But yeah, my biggest thing, delay, reverb, slightly too much. It just, I think it's not that it's not a cool effect. I think the effect just needs to be pushed back a little bit. And that can either be if you're not busing your reverb to an auxiliary channel and controlling it separately of the lead vocal chain. Do that first and foremost if you aren't. And then if you are doing that already, I would maybe just pull back on the reverb a touch It's just right now, it's like that whole thing seems to be a really main part of the way that it's mixed and sounds. And to me, it just feels a little messy when you have that much bleeding into each other. And then the drum thing, which I talked about, but it really is just literally a volume change thing that happens, and it doesn't really necessarily feel like it happens on purpose. So just keep an eye out for that. Phone Song up next, KayvanMD. I love this artist. I love him as a songwriter. I love him as a producer. He's just also like a really good content creator, and like honestly, I think this guy has kind of cracked the code on the content thing multiple times. Multiple different series. All of them have performed. All of them have been really impactful. And beyond the content being good, the songs are good. And that's the big thing to me, is like he's found a really, really perfect way of combining good content and great songs. And I don't think that's something that a lot of artists can do or know how to do. So I point to KayvanMD often as somebody who you should go look and check out their content. And don't steal things, but definitely get some inspiration in the way he approaches it, because he's doing an amazing job. All right, enough talking. KayvanMD, Phone Song. Trust me, bro. I think you do an amazing job. Like, even this is like an ingenious way of thinking about doing it. Awesome. Do you make this yourself also? Guess we all just want something to do. Escape this world and I mean, look, like you can make this shit on your phone, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anytime I wanna talk to you, from miles away you'll hear my words. Did you physically have to screen record and sit there and time it out, or? I'm curious about the actual production process of this video. Let us know what you think in the chat, as always, too. We want to know what you think of the songs. This is how I set my alarms. Also, 15 alarms? I'm not waking up if I don't have at least 4 or 5. Screen recorded everything, stitched it all together in an edit. Killed it, man. Did a really great job. Had to do time stretching in the edit. The IG is also KayvanMD, CaeldAdian. If I don't wake up to a text and I get depressed, leave me all red, I can't get it out of my head. Never hit me bad, but it turned out her phone was dead. I think the real message ain't the one that's on my text. I'm a mess. Some would even say obsessed. This is so sick, man. Also a great way to approach having a feature in there without having the feature on screen the whole time. Oh, I'm addicted, beautiful and pixelated. Always ringing, sweet talking, singing to me. Look, man, this is really good content. It's really good visualizer content. Like, I think to promote a song, it's also just like, I don't know, it's a really ingenious way of thinking about using your phone as a way to create a video without shooting everything and doing everything with a DSLR or with a video team. Again, look, if you've seen this dude's content before, I promise you. This was another content series that Kale did 2 years ago, 3 years ago, was writing songs for people. And so I forget who you did it for first. I think it was just normal people first, right? And then the celebrities started being like, yo, this is a really cool idea, I want to do this. Favorite songs, artists to use as a reference point. But I always loved this approach as well. It's like so custom. Like, also, this dude's an unbelievable producer if you are in LA and you're looking for a producer. Yeah, Random Strangers in Public. And then the concept kind of developed. If you haven't seen that, like he did it with fucking this guy. But then you've probably also seen, where is the hard drive? Where is the handing the person my phone? Here. Like, you've seen it. This dude's been giving iPhones full of beats to people as content as well. That's fine. I think the content's great content regardless. And it's relative, because I think not hit to you, like, there's people who would be like, oh, 5,000 views, I fucking kill for 5,000 views. So relative to how you want it to do, I would still also say that the content strategy is fantastic, and I think you make really great content overall. The connecting part, like you can't really control that necessarily. But I will say, but like the giving iPhones to people content is amazing. The writing songs for people content is amazing. And I think like I've seen it kind of get picked up by other outlets and other pages as well, and I've always really enjoyed seeing them pop up. But beyond everything, it's the hustle, and it is the absolute like just attention to detail. The fact that you are figuring out a content strategy, but that you pivot after a while too, like even going from the writing songs for people into the giving an iPhone full of beats to somebody, like that actually takes like a lot of like just really hard thought and like figuring out how to do these things. So I just gotta give you flowers, bro, for the execution and also just the consistent like grind of like making songs and doing that, because you also make so much fucking music, which is great. That's exactly what you need to be doing. Caeldadian, CaeldAdian on Instagram. Yeah, bro, you know I'm a fan of yours. There's never going to be a time where I'm a fan of an artist I'm not going to gas you up, because there's a lot of things that you do right that I think other artists should learn from and can learn from. And that's the biggest thing first and foremost is like, yo, like you are an incredible example for how artists should be moving and thinking about promoting themselves. It's not just self-promotion, and I think that's a huge thing that I like about you too, is you're not just going out there and being like, yo, go stream my song, here's a video of me performing my song. Like, you have figured out a way to turn your skill set on its head and show people and demonstrate to them what you are capable of doing in a way that is also entertaining and great content separately of just the music. That's it. I'll stop now, because now we're getting into Glaze territory now for sure. Eureka, Britton Rauscher, and 41-2 up next. I love these guys. I love Britton Rauscher separately. I love 41-2 separately. Together, they've been really, really enjoyable to listen to as well. We might have listened to this one. We might not have. I think we've listened to this on stream, because the 41-2 guys I think might have sent it in before. But I fucking love. I'll listen to this 100 times, quite honestly. And maybe it wasn't this song. Did they? No, it was Ibaka. It was Ibaka. I actually haven't heard this one yet. But I love these guys. I'm a longtime 41-2 fan and a longtime Britton fan, so. For a billion reasons. I think Britton's an incredible artist, one. I think 41-2 are incredible also. But the combo, like this combination that they've created is like so much fun to listen to. Album's March 20th, last single's March 12th. Britton Rauscher, Rausher on Instagram for Britton. It's technically alternative R&B, alternative pop is probably what I'd call it. Alternative hip-hop, alternative pop. But it's just one of those genre blending sounds, which I also really love, so it's kind of hard to put a finger on it. I don't really care about genre like that, if I'm being honest. 41_2 on Instagram as well. Yeah, almost anti-pop-ish on this project. Bro, I mean, we could call it whatever we want. Like, at this point, I think genre is such a, like, outdated thing. Why pigeonhole anybody into any sound? If an artist makes great art, do I give a fuck what it is? No. I feel the same way about visual artists. Do I care if they do something in the expressionist style and then they do something in the abstraction or the abstract style? No, I don't. Is it good art? Do I enjoy it? That's what matters. Very UKB. I really fuck with these guys, man. This one's the Smellerine. I'm gonna go ahead and just save the Smellerine also. That's why I love the term anti-pop, because like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like, what does anti-pop technically even mean? Like, at this point, like, if you go to the anti-pop playlist on Spotify, and this is a hilarious thing to do. Anti-pop, Dominic Fike. How? You tell me right now how Dominic Fike is anti-pop. He's not. That's just straight pop music. Daniel Caesar is R&B music. 347 Aiden is arguably TikTok music. Kneecap is hip hop. Like, that is literally rap music. 80 Pup is literally R&B music. We can play it right now. This is R&B music. Sam Austin's, that's maybe the only one that's kind of anti-pop, if we're being honest. Frank Sativa, R&B music. Let's be really real for a second here. Harrison Bortz, maybe, I guess. It's really pop music. Whatmore is not anti-pop music. Like, is this not hip-hop? Is that not rapping? What are we talking about here? Fucking stupid. Nate Sibb is pop music. Sailor is R&B. Barry Blue is maybe anti-pop. Sailor is diabolical. Greek, R&B. Doechii, rap. Toby Lou, rap. Like, it's just like a ridiculous term. Sorry to just air that out and just shit on the term anti-pop. But let's be real for a second. Half of the stuff in this playlist actually does belong in a different genre. So to call it anti-pop is kind of stupid. But that's also my point. Like, at the end of the day, genre is kind of stupid in 2026 because everyone's inspired by so much different shit. Like, I love rock music. I love indie music. I love hip-hop. I love dance. I listen to a lot of stuff that just fucking crosses over, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? You can't tell what accent I have because it's a confusing accent. Don't worry. That is not just a you thing. Don't you worry. For background, I grew up in the UK and then I moved to the South, and I lived in the South for about 10 years, and then I moved to New York and I live in New York. Cause I am British and I'm not British at the same. That's good. Cause that's quite literally what I am. I am British. I am not British all at the same time. But I did grow up in England in a little town, or not a little town. I grew up in this city, Peterborough, in the East Midlands. It's a bit of a shithole if we're being honest, but this is where I grew up. Peterborough, boom. Look at this. We have a cathedral. A cathedral city. Yeah. Anyway, back to the music. Let's get back to the music. We're going to do our first free skip of the night after this song. For everybody who did just join us, because there's some more people in the chat now. If you want to submit, it's always free to submit. All you have to do is go to nero.fam/KayvanMD if you're on TikTok. Hit !submit if you're on YouTube or Twitch. And then !skip if you want to learn how to skip the queue and get into our priority paid skip queue, which essentially just means you'll get played on stream today, without a doubt, okay? If you don't want to do that, we'll do free skips. After we do 5 paid skips, we'll do one at random using our lovely spinning wheel here on Nero. And then once we get done with all the paid skips, we'll just do free skips for the rest of the stream. Okay? So, vamos. Timmy Dre featuring Daryl Amont. Just wanted to spin back to support. Appreciate you putting this platform. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. Seriously, like, I actually really enjoy this. Lucas, have a great night, man. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully we'll see you soon, bro. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Vamos, Timmy Dre. I mean, I'm going to save this as well because I like this a lot. In Spanish as well, bro. Come on. Come on. Quick cosign for you guys. If you haven't checked out Serena yet, also, go check Serena out. Specifically to you, Timmy Dre and team. Because she's an amazing Haitian pop artist from the DMV. And I think you guys would like her. And I think anytime you're looking for an opening act, I would highly recommend reaching out to Serena. She's an amazing live performer. Look at me whining in my fucking chair. I don't even dance like that. Does anybody else feel like when they listen to music like this, the hips start moving on their own? I'm not a dancer. I'm a horrible dancer. But when this type of music comes on, I just can't help it. My body, like, it just does its own thing, and all of a sudden I'm just in it. I can't help myself. My Uber today was playing Compound nonstop. My Uber today was playing Zionist News nonstop, and I had to give him a 1-star review. It got a little rough in my Uber on the way home today. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that man got 1 star and $0 tip. I'm having too much fun.
Escápate conmigo al punto de no regresar. Vamos,
Hey, this song is a banger, guys. I really like this one a lot. Timmy _ Dre, if you like this song. Nah. He was watching propaganda on his little TV screen in the front the whole time he was driving, and he did take me the wrong way. But it was the propaganda that set me off. A track when Nika would go crazy. I like Nika a lot too. Okay, separately, the fact that we've got these little like synth solos on like every song is so fire. He produces everything himself. Amazing musician. Bro, I fuck with Timmy, bro. Speaking of Nika, it's like Spotify fucking heard us. Up next.
It's too gone to rewind. That boy is a one-track mind.
Guys, I love Haitian music. I love Haitian music. I love African music. It's just so good. Yeah, no, we didn't even talk about it. I was watching Spurs get absolutely clapped in the back seat, but like he just had his little TV up in front of him the whole time, and he was just like actually watching it. And I was like, bro, like this is awkward and weird. Yeah, I don't, yeah. Like, just like fucking just drive the car, bro. He also did go the wrong way like 4 times, and I knew he went the wrong way 4 times because he had the GPS up on his other screen in front of me that I could see, but then also just wasn't following it. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? This guy's driven the wrong way like 6 different times. And then he did, when I was like, hey man, if you go this way, it's actually quicker. He made like the weirdest excuse ever. Like, I don't know how to use a GPS. He was like, somebody must have reported it was closed, and then it took me the other way. And I was like, brother, I've just watched you look at your phone like 7 different times, physically go the opposite direction that it's telling you to go, and then take me a longer route just to take me there was a whole bunch of things. The biggest thing for me is, please don't drive an Uber and watch some like weird propaganda in the front seat. That's weird. I'm just trying to get home. I'm just trying to get home. I'm not trying to watch any weird stuff on your little TV. Anyway, beside the point. Let's get back to the music. Equalizer, Father Christmas up next. Psych Pop from Canada, title track from the latest EP, Equalizer. TikTok at Father Christmas Music. Like Santa Claus? I'm so curious about the artist's name on this one. Why Father Christmas? Let us know what you think in the chat, as always. We do want to know what you think of these songs. Oh. Wait a second. Father Christmas. This is like perfect sync music. I could see this in like a bunch of different shows and commercials. Father Christmas on Instagram. The guitar tone's like actually perfect. I love the mix on this. I love the way the vocal sits. 4:38's a bit long, but also for psychedelic rock, it's not. Supervillain says banger. Very technical musicianship happening right now, which I enjoy. Whoa. This is so unique. Let us know what you think in the chat, but... Tova says tasteful choice to pan guitars one side. It's very well done. It's really cool on the production side. It just, everything sits where it needs to sit for this type of music, I think. The mix is so awesome. Like, the balance and everything is really good. This is smooth as fuck for how much is going on. 100%. That's why I'm saying it's really technical. Like, there's a lot happening instrumentally, but the way that it all kind of goes together, there's never a point where it feels like anything is out of place. Really beautifully done. Tova, he's a Canadian as well. I don't know where he's from, but I really like this a lot.
The dangers will be so intense that you may
Just Fire, what's up? Welcome in for the first time. It's nice to have you. Welcome in.
48 hours.
If you're in the chat and you want to submit music, it's always free for you to submit. If you're on TikTok, go to Nero.fam/KayvanMD. If you're here on Twitch and YouTube, just say !submit. This needs to go into a movie like yesterday. Can make a whole short film to this. 100%. This feels like something that you'd see in like a chase scene of like an Umbrella Academy type show, or like Stranger Things type show, like some sort of like montage chase fight scene, like they're escaping something. Like, it's really cool actually. For a song that's 4 minutes and 38 seconds long, there's not been a second of it that I haven't been intrigued by or invested in. And I think that in itself is also a real challenge to do with a song over 4 minutes. For the Christmas, man, the gift that keeps on giving. Santa Claus himself. For the Christmas on Instagram. Freddie, what's up? Welcome back to the chat. I mean, 101 monthly listeners is kind of insane for something. Okay, this has 22,000. That makes sense. But still way too little for what it is, in my opinion. That was sick. I bet in a live setting, that's probably one of the craziest things ever to see. Fuck yeah, man. For the Christmas. Our first free skip of the night. Hold on. Psychbot from Canada, title track from the latest EP Equalizer. That's it. That's all he had to say about it. I'm really impressed. I really enjoyed that. Wish We Were Closer. Pretty up next. Album release in 316, showing downtown LA / album release 316 as well. Wish We Were Closer. Check this one out. Let us know what you think. If you're in LA, go pop out. This man's doing an event to get his album out there. Go check it out. Especially if you like it. BXE_Pretty on Instagram. This is Wish We Were Closer. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, a new rollout. A new content style. You like to see consistency, bro.
I wish we were closer.
Good stuff.
They don't know about them times it's you and me. They don't know about the things that they can see. I wish we were closer.
Look, I will say a similar note probably on the mix still. Vocals should come up a little bit more. Sub should come down a little bit more. I would like to hear you just start layering your vocals a little bit more, especially in the verses. Just to really beef them up a touch more, I think. I like the posts too, actually. I like the consistency on the page. It's nice. It shows that there's like a plan to the rollout, you know what I mean?
I never see what's lesser cause I know about all we've been through.
Oh, and they're all video as well. Awesome. Some dynamic work could do this track one is for sure. That's kind of my biggest thing, I think, with the mixes in general with Brady is like, it's close. I think the vocal delivery is there. I think the writing is there. I think the mix on the vocal and the balance between the vocal and the instrumental has always been the thing that I hear that needs work. And I still feel like it's one of those things that needs a little bit more work, but it does feel closer.
They don't know about the things that they can see. I wish we were closer.
I wish we were closer. This is a good hook, though. I like the hook on this one.
They don't know about them times it's you and me. They don't know about the things that they can see.
So I think on the vocal thing, right? The background vocals on this are also really nice. I do kind of wish all of the vocals were louder because the combination of the background vocal in the back there, just like being really nice, like it's just got like a really nice feel to it, especially when everything comes in together. But it does feel like at the end of the day, the biggest thing that I still hear is the balance between the instrumental and the vocal needs a little bit more work. And I think if you can make that vocal really the star of your mix, it's really going to help everything stand out. Because there's a lot of good things that you're doing, but it's just like, I think they get buried a little bit beneath that mix. And that's still always the thing that kind of stands out to me the most. And probably the reason, not that I wouldn't playlist it, but that it might not necessarily be like one of the top songs on the playlist purely off of the strength in the mix. Keep working at it, because I will say, like, look, like, even looking at your Instagram right now and looking at the work that you've put in to just be a little bit more consistent with the rollout and have some consistency throughout the page to make it really feel like you are rolling out something specifically and intentionally, that is a really good thing. So you are taking the steps that you need. You're getting there, right? But the mix is still one of the things that I think stands out to me as needing a little bit more work. And if that means pairing up with an engineer and having somebody in LA mix the shit for you, do it. It's worth the spend. Sometimes, man, this is just a general piece of advice to every artist who's in the chat here, because I'm the same way, right? I'm a type of person who, like, I don't necessarily want to pay for something if I can learn how to do it myself. That said, there are things that I cannot do and do not have the time for or the time to get or become an expert at. That is when you want to start outsourcing things, right? So I think in a case like this, if you're mixing this yourself, right, this is now the time when you start thinking about, all right, like, is me mixing my own music really the best use of my time? I could be doing a bunch of other things that I need to do for my business. Maybe outsourcing that mix is the cost that's worth you spending on, so that you can focus on XYZ other parts of this that will actually help you continue to build your audience as well, right? So that's just something that you should all be thinking about from a business perspective, right? As you start to scale, as things start to grow, as you're improving and things building, there is always going to come a time where you are going to have to think about, what are the things that I need to prioritize working on? What are the things that I can outsource? What are the things that my time is spent best doing? Because time is really all you got at the end of the day. Where you find people to mix shit online, reliable ones, I guess, or go in person. Going in person is always best, because you can sit with the engineer and you can talk through the mix and be like, hey, this is what I'm looking for. References is the best thing you can ask for. Ask other artists you fuck with. Go look at the credits of songs that you fuck with. Go look on like Tidal or Apple Music or like wherever they have the engineers listed out. But word of mouth for me is always the biggest one. You know what I mean? Like, if you got homies who make music and you like the mixes they have, ask them who their engineer is. There's really only so many. Like, in every city, there's really only so many that people actually like to use. You know what I mean? So, like, referral is always going to be the best thing in this industry. And I would highly encourage you to just ask people questions. Like, you guys could ask me right now who some of my favorite engineers are. I could give you 3. Cheddar. He's out here in New York. He works out of Shifted Studios. He's an amazing engineer. He's a great dude. I love him. I'm a big fan. Amazing. Eli Bashkow, also based out of New York. He's a mastering engineer, but I think he also does mixes too. Amazing work. Big fan of his. Edsel Holden, mastering engineer out of Nashville, Tennessee. He runs a studio called Redact Studios. Amazing. Elton Chung. L10 mixed it out of Chicago. He works out of Classic Studios. Chris Classic also, who owns Classic Studios. Both incredible mix engineers. It's just also like, what's your budget, right? And that's going to change who you can hire at the end of the day. Like, Elton has mixed like fucking Masego and like Smino and like a bunch of huge artists. So he's probably up there on the budget scale. You know what I mean? But like, it really depends, like engineer to engineer. But referrals is always the best way. And I think like you just kind of got to get like a vibe for like who's doing what. Mick Gordon's one of the best composers, mixing engineers, and mastering engineers ever, says Avia Productions. Yeah, depends on that budget. Everything in this industry, when you get to a professional level, depends on budget. What you spend, you will get out. You know what I mean? Antone, thank you for saying fart. Antone is also an amazing engineer. I don't know if he's taking other people's mixes at all, but this dude's 17. He's got an unbelievable ear. He could probably mix his shit. And he might do it a little bit cheaper because he's not a professional engineer. He's not doing it all the time. But maybe he wants to make a little bit extra money on the side. Maybe he's got some time on the weekends. I'm just saying. Yeah, I ain't got the best ever budget right now. But that's okay. Like, stack up your bread and think about it. Jeff Jackson, Mike Seabrook, says Cantrell, David Luke, 0123 on IG. So look, the referral shit is everything. And if you've got artists you know who mix their own shit and it sounds great, reach out to them too. They got to, look, monetizing their skill set is exactly how they can create a budget for their own projects. So, like, there's options. You just got to think about it. Be resourceful. Don't use Fiverr. Fiverr is generally kind of trash when it comes to that, because it will be somebody who's doing it on the low and they're just churning out mixes, right? You want to be able to work with somebody that you can give feedback to, you can give notes to. And I also would suggest, when you are reaching out and kind of booking an engineer to mix you stuff, talking about how many rounds of feedback you get from the jump. You know what I mean? Being like, hey, like how many rounds of feedback can I give you? How many times can we revisit this mix? Some people will be like 1 time, 2 times, boom, that's it. Some won't. Thanks for locking me in with KLD's performing. Yes, brother. I'm actually really glad that you ended up putting him on the bill. And I really did fuck with his music, so I'm glad you liked it. And you are look, I've told you this before. I'm always down to help as long as I have the bandwidth and the ability to. Sometimes I can just be a little slow. So I appreciate you being patient with me. But yes, his music was fire. And as soon as I heard it, I thought of you. Supervillain, like a Mulan. What does like a Mulan mean? And then pour out your drink skit. Mix still raw, but might try to finish this mix myself in BandLab, so mixed helps helpful. Looking for vibe feedback too, and how skits / voice acting type blends together with the music. Bless. I'm not a big skits guy. I'm gonna tell you that off rip. Please don't be mad about it. Okay, I'll listen to the skit because it leads into the song, but just know that I'm not a big skit guy.
I was drinking straight out of that.
Make it louder.
Well, I gotta stop drinking straight out of this, so I took it to the bottle.
Even for the skit's a bit quiet right now. One thing I would suggest doing, this is the way I like to use AI, is actually just go to ChatGPT or any of your AI tools that you like, and ask them for a vocal chain and mix based on a reference. So if you have an artist you know you want your vocals to sound like, just ask them to give you the settings for a vocal that will sound like that in BandLab, and it's going to churn out all the settings for you. That's something else you can try. It's not necessarily going to be the perfect fit every single time, but it's worth a shot. All right. Let us know what you think in the chat.
It's the night before Christmas Eve, and all through the house, these niggas drinking that liquor, and in the mall.
A little bit more enunciating from you on the actual lyrics. It's a little too like slurred at times. Is that to tie in though with the skit? Yeah, mix needs work.
Because my mind says fail every time I'm reflecting, and it's in my reflection. I feel like I'm alone. Every time that I slide, they can't figure out the time in the morning. Like, am I free to feel? What the fuck you talking about? I'm a little sensitive and I'm looking to cut you off if you mention that. But I'd rather get cement to shit.
Supervillain on Instagram if you're rocking with this one.
But I was prone to argument and embellishment. I ain't know if I had a problem with you, I mentioned. Dom G was really just letting that fire.
Anton says I have no idea what's going on. I will say this one is a little bit hard to follow, right? For a couple different reasons. You sound so tired. You guys stop. You're making me laugh.
Okay, counterpoint. Climate got me chilling the G-File. From the source, big carry him the sun.
It is hard to follow for a couple reasons. One, the timing of the delivery is a little tough because it is getting really off. Can you see? And I'm not cooking you, I promise. I'm not cooking you. I'm not cooking. But the things that I work on, right? Like, I have questions, right? Because I'd say like fucking, just this context that I feel like I'm lacking here. One, right? And sorry, you guys are all getting back-to-back ads because I literally just delay them for the first 10 minutes of the stream so we can actually talk to you before we get started. Otherwise, they hit like 3 minutes in, and then there's like 3 of them, and I always skip them. So that's why you get like this brunt of ads like at this point in the stream usually. All right, here's my thing. One, I don't know that the skit added to the song, right? So I probably would cut the skit. I'm not a big skit guy. I don't like skits. There's a couple things that make this one hard, I think, to follow along with. The delivery is a big part of it. The timing of the delivery and also just the way that you're actually enunciating the words. It's a little tough to like understand what the lyrics are and what they're saying and what the story you're trying to get across is. It's a little bit hard to follow along with the rhythmic aspect of it because it's so loose and you just kind of get off the beat a couple times, right? And then it doesn't really come back to the beat necessarily. It just kind of gets off and then you're just kind of perpetually off for the rest of it. So I do think the delivery is probably the biggest part for me. The mix, which a couple of people commented on, I do agree needs work. I'm maybe less concerned about the mix than I am with the delivery because I think the delivery actually makes it even harder to follow along with what's happening in the song. I could live without the mix being perfect if the delivery was dead on and really just like caught me in. And I've done that before. I've listened to a lot of songs where I was like, oh man, I really fuck with this delivery style. This mix isn't quite there yet, but this delivery is perfect. This tone is perfect. I think for you, it's kind of a combo of both, right? Work on the delivery, work on the tone. The slurry mix, I would say, look, like you can give us the thing. Antone's got a good one here. Get Pi ad blocker, block Twitch ads somehow. That's totally fine. Also, like the ads don't affect me; they affect you watching. Clean a mix. Don't do the slurred delivery. The slurred delivery, though, I think it probably has something to do with the skit, and that's what the tie-in is. Look, I've said this before. I'm not a fan generally of songs with skits or songs that lean into a skit type style. There's literally only one artist, like probably only one artist at all who I fuck with, who does that kind of stuff, who does skits and does music and does a very good job of those two things together. And it is this guy, My Favorite Color. Some of you probably already know him because you've seen his content. If you don't know him, then look, for you especially, Supervillain, this is probably the guy you need to go look at. Like, truthfully, this is going to be the guy who's going to teach you how to do this. Just from watching him, from looking at his content, like, this is the guy who's going to show you how to do this in the best way possible, while still also...
It don't cost no money to show a nigga some love. Unless you want to buy a CD, nigga, they're only $12. Dodgers. Go Dodgers! Y'all thought I was a dumbass nigga without a plan.
So, like, he does actual skits. I gotta find a song that's kind of like a comedic.
One more record label hits me up like they're genuinely interested in my art form. And
he really is funny as fuck.
If we start talking about money, I'm gonna fuck some shit up. Nigga, fuck these record labels.
See?
Fuck these record labels. Nigga, fuck these record labels. They all pussy. Nigga, fuck these record labels.
You know what I mean? But it's like the delivery's still there. It's the content itself that's funny. It's the writing that's funny. He's not doing it's not that the fucking delivery style ties into the song. But it's good.
Can't lie, y'all some offensive niggas. Y'all don't give a fuck about my music. Every record label wants to use me. Y'all manipulators and abusers. They be like, hey, we love the music and we want to hear your future plans. But the truth is, they don't.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think he's making all of these fucking skit songs in he could be using BandLab. I wouldn't be shocked. He just does a really good job of making the content make it make sense. So for me, I was gonna say, if you're gonna do skits in the song, yeah, you have to be funny or else it won't work. One, for sure. Secondly, I actually think it's better when the skit is a visual. I don't want to listen to a skit. Listening to a skit does absolutely fucking nothing for me. If I'm going to watch a skit and get into it and find it fun, that's probably more where I'm gonna get enjoyment from it. Another great example is actually something that I saw today. Why is there so many Jalen's in the NBA? I literally just caught this earlier today, and it's one of the funniest fucking things I think I've ever seen. Is it this? What is the fucking song called? I was just looking at this. Like, does anybody in the chat know? Why are there so many Jalen's? What about skits within the project? I will skip them, yeah. Why are there so many Jalen's in the NBA song? Rainy Oval. Yeah, how many fucking Jalen's are in the NBA? This shit is so fucking funny, bro. I saw this earlier today.
So many Jalen's in the NBA. I think it's way too many Jalen's in the NBA. Went to sleep and it was 10 Jalen's in the NBA. Woke
Kendrick
up,
skits are good. Yeah, that's probably the only ones I listen to.
We got Jalen Smith on the Bulls and Jalen with a wide playing for the Timberwolves.
It's just like the concept has to be really tight for the skit and for the song. Like, that's all. This shit is so funny, bro.
And it's really two Jalen's on 3 teams. That's got to be like 50% of the league. In the crib trying to figure.
Yeah, Zach Fox is also a really, really great example. I have nothing against comedic songs. You just really have to do it right. And I think it's more impactful if the vocal is clear, even if the concept is about being like drunk or like slurry or whatever the fuck.
We got Jalen Hood up on the Lakers, Wilson on the Nets, Jalen Smith is on the Pacers. Can't forget Jalen Duren is on the Pistons. Another Jalen out of Sacramento where the Kings is. Bridges, Harris, Williams on the Thunder. Lot of place bets on where the next one.
This is such niche content, bro.
The Chicago cities with the most white baby mamas, as far as I know. And the NFL is even more.
And the execution is flawless. You know what I mean? So that's all I mean. It's like the execution has to be really good.
and it's all thanks to the legendary Jalen Rose. But it's already way too many Jalens in the NBA. Why so many Jalens in the NBA? Went to sleep 600 Jalens in the NBA. Not a whole league is Jalen in the NBA.
Why is he spitting though? Visuals absolutely help. So I will say like the visual aspect, especially of like more comedic music, is a big piece of it. Easier to add on to a finished product to enhance it, not tied into the record itself. I agree with you. Skits can be a separate thing. I don't necessarily need no audio skit in 2026, personally. And again, this doesn't mean that you don't have to do it, or if you want to do it that way, you know, feel free to do it that way. But I will say, just from an execution standpoint, from a content, from an entertainment standpoint, I'd much rather watch a skit that turns into a song than listen to a skit that turns into a song. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Preddy, up next on the album as well, dropping 316, showing downtown LA 316. Hey man, you're totally fine. Send in music whatever you want, bro. I'm never gonna cook you. We're gonna talk about things seriously, all right? I'm open to your ideas and your thoughts, I promise. Visual skits and music videos are cool and shit too. Don't put them in the beginning of the video though. Put them at the end.
Those things I said ain't mean it. You told the truth when leaving. Baby, no, I'm sorry.
I think a little bit more tuning on this for me, on this like more sung vocal personally. Skits can be a good transition for a record into/out of records, but gotta be short with a focus. I agree.
I gave you too much reasons.
And I'm sorry.
Baby, no, I'm sorry.
Again, good hooks, good writing. The mix on this could use a little bit of work. This one's a little bit better though. I think the vocal feels a little bit more upfront in the mix overall. To me, on this one, it's the tuning, right? You could use a little bit more tuning on these song parts.
Think I'm out here just fucking with the hoes. Baby, my life been different since you went away.
Yes.
I say I'll be okay, but it don't seem that way. Sorry that I wasn't who I needed to be. You don't want hair, but I need this for me. I don't want no secrets, I need to be free. Free me from your
This song is a vibe. I actually think if you had like just a little bit more tuning on the sung parts, it'd be honestly kind of perfect. To me, it's just the lack of tuning. It makes it feel like it could be a little bit cleaner. BXC_Preddy, though. I fuck with this artist, man. I will say, like, I can see the long-term growth and vision here. It's just like taking these steps to improve from this project to the next, from song to song. But I will say the mix on this one does sound better overall. Lead vocal is a little bit more in the forefront. We are getting a little bit more of that, like, actual lead vocal as the meat of what we hit.
Just know I feel bad in the ways on my heart. I thought about you more when we were apart. No, I acted foolish, wish I had moved smart. Your love is a drug, but our story is art. Ain't wanna turn hateful, but it was my fault.
I like the beat choice too. Let us know what you think in the chat.
When I think about it, 'cause you would still be here if I was without it. I be myself, I'm wondering how you would been. I'm sorry. Baby,
I'm sorry.
Those things I said ain't mean. You told the truth.
Baby, I'm sorry.
Sorry, 'cause I ain't
It kind of reminds me of Bone Thugs a little bit with all these harmonies you got going on in the background.
You know I'm sorry. Ain't care about your feelings. I gave you too much reasons. Baby, you know I'm sorry. Baby, you know I'm sorry.
All right. Overall, pretty solid. Slight vocal tuning fixes, I think, would be good. Bit more bend in the vocals would take this over the top, says Steve-O. Vocals themselves add great texture to the record. I think a lot of the feedback that I've given you in the past about stacking vocals, you've done really well in this one. Great vocal stacks, great little background harmonies happening. That part I love. The tuning on the vocal could be better, but I will say I applaud you on the vocals being more in the forefront of this mix. It does kind of put the focus on the lead vocals, which is great. That's one of the biggest things I've complained about. I like the hook on this one too. And it does have a little bit of Bone Thugs to it, even in the fact that the harmonies aren't necessarily the most accurate or like most pitch perfect. But I like this. I like this one. Album drops on 316. He's doing a show in downtown LA on 316 too. We got Antone Now up next. I to you as well, Antone Now. I sent this to you last time, but major changes. First time I got Bone Thugs. Bro, I mean, Bone Thugs might not be a terrible reference for you to use when you're thinking about mixing too. I think it's just when you start actually stacking your vocals, there's kind of like a texture to your vocal that feels the way the Bone Thugs felt. And I think it is in the like maybe slight pitchiness to the delivery, but I'm not really that mad about it. If I'm being honest, it sounds like some song I'll hear in South Florida in 2008. I love that. I love that. I've been with the open verse. This is Antone Now. 17 years old. One of the best artists I've ever heard in my life. Oh, you got okay. Fuck yeah, beautiful. Beat switch at the end. Still want Igwe on the open. I look to anyone who knows him.
Why so jealous of me? That's why you call me up.
Fuck Igwe, I'll do it, bro. Fuck Igwe, I got you right now. Send me the open.
Sound like it, tone like it ain't obvious. I've been on my own, I can't make it stuck. I've been taking off, I can't make it up.
I mean, I would look at other people who are like Igwe. That's always my thing, is if I can't get a specific artist, I'm gonna look at people who fit the mold of that artist and fit the sound of that artist, but aren't that artist.
I can't make it up.
Now, honestly, Masho would be really fire on this. Leem would be pretty fire on this. City Boy Mo would be really fire on this. Suave would probably sound fire on this. I just think there's other options. Taraj also would sound fire. I'm not gonna freestyle my feature on this. But we'll go back. Let me go back to the hook.
Taking off, I can't make it up.
There you go, bro. I probably wouldn't actually sound like that, but you know, a little something. No, I do like this a lot. I'm just gonna take that from the stream and just add it. Yo, bro, don't do that, please. I do really like this song, though, for what it's worth. I do think Masho would sound really cool on it. Hey, bro, you already know I can do it. You know I do a little bit. Melodies is my thing for sure, though. I will say, like, melodies, rhythms is my thing. Lyrics is like I get so stuck on lyrics because I never know what I want to actually fucking say. This shit is so cool, though. Soft beat switch coming up. I like this one a lot. Ooh. Ooh. With little key change as well. Yeah, me too. I have no feedback. It sounds perfect. I just want to hear it finished. Yeah, look. Igwe, if it's not Igwe, bro, I think there's a lot of options for you. Right? This is usually where I would start. I would just go look at artists also like Igwe. Which is why I was... Oh, Chromo is so... Actually, Chromo's so fire, bro. I don't know if you've listened to this dude, but Chromo is someone I just found recently. So fucking sick. This 35 Nights EP is really, really dope. And I've been enjoying it so far. Leem, obviously, is really, really fire. Shout out to 3XL. Niante is really dope. City Boy Mo is really dope. Suave, honestly, I love. I think Suave would sound good on anything, to be completely honest with you. I don't know that Bree Bands makes the most sense for this song, but I love Bree Bands also. Shy is really cool from the UK. Marco wouldn't make sense on this. Salamado would be good on this. Rags Original is amazing, but maybe a bit too big. Some of these are a bit weird and like out of the box, but like, yeah, bro. I mean, like honestly, even if I went to my own playlist here, like Actually, this guy, Gerald Wicks.
Did you catch feelings like I did?
Beautiful voice. I think you just need to find somebody who's kind of in this space. Like Kinji would be cool too. I like Kinji a lot. Like fucking Brick Nasty. Elijah too. Brick Nasty is actually so fire. I think he's from Ireland. This dude's sick, bro. Yeah, Brick Nasty. He's this dude from fucking Ireland. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't heard him because this is definitely somebody that you would like a lot. I'm gonna just say this right. This is why motherfuckers need to listen to my playlists. Like, truthfully, this is why people need to listen to my shit. You guys are gonna get me heated right now. I make great playlists, bro. I make great playlists of people that no one's fucking heard of. Go listen to my playlist, bro. Cat J is also fire. If you haven't heard this dude, you probably like him, Antone, as well. Oh, I love Afternoon Bike Ride as well. Yeah, I put this one in my playlist because it's just so good, bro. I love this song. People need to go listen to my playlist, bro. I do not fuck around when it comes to playlists. I try to put hella good shit on my playlist, bro. And it's always about finding stuff that people haven't listened to or don't know yet. So, look. Just a little self-plug. The Discovery Monthly playlist that I do is one of my favorite ones that I do. It's always good shit. It's always a mixture of stuff that is like bigger and smaller. I try to make sure that it's a good balance. Antone, now for that last one, real famous actor. You are in the skip. If you're in the skip line, it's not super long. There's like, oh shit, it's gotten a little longer. Don't worry though. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and start playing songs. I'm gonna lock it next time you hear that song. Kodak Black, don't do Kodak Black. Tales of a Broken Heart, Zabua up next, no mix, no master, also no vocal pitching or treatment, so a real raw demo. Thank you for listening. All right, beautiful. And if you have demos that you want to send in too, just know I've got the, wait, which song am I playing? Tales of a Broken Heart. This one. Sorry, I gotta shut the fuck up and play these songs, man. I've been yapping too much today. The fact that we've only gone through 11 songs in an hour and a half is abysmal. I've really fucking done a horrible job today. Free skip coming up after this one too. Zabua _ I really do like this artist overall.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hurt. I'd be lying if I said I was old.
I mean, I do really like this type of music overall. Wait, does she play bass as well? I didn't know. Did she play bass on everything? Why did I not know this? Damn, she goes crazy on the bass also. The bass lines are always a standout element of the songs to me. It's not finished. There's some mixed stuff in there, but generally it's quite good. Oh my god, those runs! This music's having such a comeback right now as well. There's a couple in that monthly Discover playlist I was talking about that kind of feel like this kind of style of music, but this sounds great, man. You get a final mix master on this, and it's going to be really, really good. I can't wait. Summertime, it'll be out. I have no notes musically. Don't lose the presence on that bass line, because it sits in a really good spot. Actually reminds me of Jill Scott a little bit. Maybe not vocal tone wise, but just like the actual composition of things. The vocal inflections are so good. I think of Olympus Vitals as well, says Steve-O. Oh, wait. We're going back for this moment right here. Love that. Oh, I love that part. This is just the type of music like in a live setting I would just absolutely lose myself in it. Oh, great background vocals. Such a nice vocal tone. Cantrell wants to know where she's from. Montreal. This is one of those ones you gotta pull the stank face emote out for. This is sample fodder right here, man. When this drops, I'm gonna rip this shit from YouTube and I'm gonna chop it up and make a beat. I'm not even gonna pretend like that's not what's gonna happen. When this comes out, I'm ripping it off the internet and I'm gonna cut it up and make a beat with it. Vocal arrangements are wonderful. There's so many good things about this. Musically, this is top tier. Like, it's just incredible musicianship. Shout out Montreal. It's really cool. This is gonna go so crazy in a live setting. Zibua, ZIBUWA _ on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. An incredible musician. Truthfully, unbelievable work. Incredible vocal arrangements, incredible musicianship and instrumental arrangements. It did really just continue to build as well. It was such an experience to listen to, and I think that's one of the things that really stands out to me about that one too. Like, it wasn't flat. At no point was it boring. It's fucking 5 minutes long. And again, at no point was there a moment where I was like, this doesn't have me locked in. This doesn't have me listening intently for all the little details that are happening in the production as well. And I think that's the thing, you know, when we talk about long songs, like I'm generally a hater of songs that are too long. But I will say, if a song is engaging all the way throughout, unbelievable. What's up background, says Steve Papa Vavelsky. You're going to have to answer that one. Nigerian, Moss. What's the real? Look at that, Moss. You're a little lucky there with the free skip. You just came in. What's the real? Look at that.
Man.
Indeed.
Everybody out here talking about real this, real that.
All right, let us know what you think in the
They
chat.
got real diamonds.
Look at that, man.
They got real friends.
Look at the spin
They got
gods.
real enemies. I'm trying to talk about love, though, man. Like, where that real love at? That's what I'm trying to find, baby. Let's talk about it, huh?
Manny _ Moss.
So what's the real? I could say it's up to you. I wouldn't make that decision by myself, but you know just how I move, and you know all that I ask.
This mix is the best mix I've heard from you so far.
Something your actions will tell. Over time, ease your mind, rub your shoulders.
Vocals sound really nice on this one, man. Feb sick.
I hope that you know the fine. It's cold to say, but it's not half as cold as lying. Tell the truth, don't redesign. Don't just keep shit on your mind. You know, hitting's hard to find, and I will not make the time for it. You know I'm on my grind, I can't condone it.
I think you could cut that background vocal down a touch more if I'm being extra picky. Just because it's so reverby and delayed that sometimes it feels a little louder than it needs to. But I really like the overall feeling of the song. Writing's pretty solid as well, and the delivery's really good.
Add flame to the fire. Now we right down to the wire, and you write down all these things you think is gonna stop the fight. I see you trying, man. Yeah. I see you trying, babe.
Good bass line on this one as well.
I guess it is real, like stomach ache after a missed meal. I guess it is real. Too many double dates to fifth wheel. I guess it is real. She calm my heart down and sit still. Oh yes, it is real. And if you fuck with it, you get killed. Said, what's the real? I could say it's up to you.
This one's fun, man. This reminds me of a lot of like the blog era rap that I really enjoyed as well.
So do you choose to do whatever, go on, ripen up our fruit? Something your actions will tell. Something mine will tell too. Never listen to the man, cause what will Simon tell you? Girl, do I compel you? Or is your acting skills that good like the Seinfeld dude?
I think, alright. Okay. I do like the background vocal, right? I do feel like that specific style of background vocal maybe happens too much in the song, and that there is maybe what I wish there was another element that kind of sat higher than everything. The real / Israel play was crazy. I agree. But it's like I almost want like a female vocal singing on this one instead of just that one background vocal we get from you. And I think that would round out the entire song and just give another layer to it. I like the background vocal you have in here in theory, and I like it for the most part. I do feel like once we get like, you know, further into the song, it maybe feels like we're getting too much of that specific style of vocal only. And I think just a little bit more variation on kind of like those other elements around your lead vocal would be good. But that's me being so like OD about like how picky I'm being right now. Like, it's not something that would stop me listening for the song. It's definitely not something that would stop me from playlisting the song. But I think if I was going to be like A&R hat on, I'm really in the studio, and I'm getting super picky with an artist I'm working with, that's probably what I would say is like, all right, I like this element, but I do think adding a little bit more variation beyond that will just elevate this as a whole. And I do, you know, it reminds me of a lot of songs I've listened to from artists like Cole and from artists like Wale and things like that. And even, you know, back to kind of maybe some like Outkast leaning stuff. And I think for me, maybe the only thing I would say is, yeah, like that element of having a female vocalist, like the Janelle Monáe that would come in on the song, right, and kind of be there doing these runs in the background or these vocal arrangements in the background. That's probably the one element that it feels like it's missing to really round out the entire song. But that's, again, like, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I think it's just something to think about, right, as you continue to move forward and make music. Is like, all right, like beyond, like, it's just, again, more variation. Variation is a good thing. You want repetition. You don't want to be too complicated and too complex. But I think at the same time, just because that is a more repetitive background vocal style and feeling, adding a little bit more variation to just kind of have that additional layer wouldn't have been a bad thing overall. But I really like the song, and I playlisted it regardless. Manny_Moss_ on Instagram if you like that one. This one's It's Cold Outside by Cherry Kim. This is a new single. I like Cherry Kim too, man. A lot, actually. I like this dude a lot. I'm remembering how much I like this guy right now. Nah, bro. Look, it's how I think about it. I can't help myself with the creative brainstorming. I like this artist a lot. Also from Montreal. They got a crazy music scene in Montreal. Plenty, bro. Do I have to pull out the portfolio right now? I've been doing this since like 2014, so there's a long list. Steve-O! Someone flamed me for John Legend. Wasn't it you? Didn't you give me shit for saying John Legend a couple weeks ago? No, it was Check the Rhyme. This dude's so sick, bro. Alright, I'll give you the fucking breakdown of artists that I found early in a second. CherryKim.mp3. Let's see if I can find this in my Google Docs, actually.
I wanna make you walk funny. We gonna be up all night, listen to Bad Bunny. Cold outside.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Had to. EC, thank you for the raid. What are you doing in my swamp? Here, let me see if I have the thing. Here's my artist bookings list at Genius. Wait, let's give a shout out to had_EC. Welcome in, and thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Oh, wrong one. Had_EC. Okay, so like, One, I don't have any feedback on this song. I just actually love it. I think Cherry Kim's an amazing artist who everyone should go listen to. CherryKim.mp3 out of Montreal. When it comes to like soul and like R&B influence, it's so fucking good. Had to. I'm having a great stream so far. For everybody who just joined with Had to, my name's Kayvan. I'm the director of artist and label relations at Genius. I've been at Genius for the last like 10 years. Somebody asked me who the artists were that I've discovered before they blew up. And here's a list of all the artists that I've, or not all of, but most of the artists that I've booked at Genius or done things with at Genius over the last like 10 years. Yeah, I do music feedback twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. I manage artists. I've been an artist. I produce music. I've been a classical violinist since I was fucking like 7 years old. So music is really all I do and think about. I also run a platform called Kayvan's House, which you can go follow on Instagram. And if you want to send us music, you can. We have a bunch of things that we do content-wise. And also just show opportunities, all kinds of things for artists. Like all this shit is free. Songs we found on live stream. I'm doing a showcase at South by Southwest next week as well. We have a new fucking playlist called The Ground Floor, where you can actually submit songs before they come out, and we'll playlist them and support them through content as well. So that's all about supporting artists before anything like that. I didn't know you and Cherry Kim were on the same label. I love that. New music playlist that we do every single Saturday. It's free for you to submit to. A Discover monthly playlist I do every month. We have interview series that we do with artists from the community that I just really love. All of this shit is free. It's literally just about supporting independent and emerging artists. But we do this twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays, 6 to 8. And that's that. I do need to rush because I have been talking way too fucking much. And we haven't played enough of the songs. So that's on me today. But just for you guys to have an idea of stuff that I've worked on and artists that I found early. YNW Melly, Jack Harlow, Nav, Rex Life Raj, Saba, Smino, fucking who else, man? Billie Eilish, MXM Tune, ESTG, RD, Cousin Stiz, Cuban Doll. Fuck, like this list is long as fuck. Lil Nas X, Billie Eilish, Doja Cat, Rosalia, Jaden Smith, Willow Smith, 24K Golden, Jack Harlow. I've actually known Jack since he was like 15 years old. Like I found him really, really early on. Polo G, Madison Beer, Alicia Keys, but that one doesn't count. Lil Skies, Chance the Rapper, Playboy Cardi. I've been listening to Chance the Rapper since pre-acid rap, when I was still a rapper and I wanted to get him on a song, and my manager was like, that dude sucks. I was like, fuck that. That dude does not suck. He's gonna be huge. And I was right. He did end up being huge. Tate, yeah, Young Baby Tate, who I've known for like a really, really long time. Mabel, fucking AJ Tracy, Dave, who I've been supporting since The Jump from the UK. Burna Boy, who I was actually really early on, I feel personally. Joji, I was like the first one to really be like, yo, Joji, come in here. Fucking Lil Keed, rest in peace. Lil Got It, Smoke Pup, Princess Nokia, Lil Tracy, Pibby No Money, Curtis Waters. Jesus, like this list is maybe too long in all honesty. But Melly was a really big one that I was only on. Polo and TJ, individually and also together. 24K Golden, Rod Wave, who I actually took meetings with before we ever did anything with Genius and before he really ever had a big hit. Trevor Daniel, Why Don't We? Kevin Gates doesn't count. Ash Nico, who's like really big now. Kiana Lede, who we did stuff with really early on the deconstructed side with producers. I booked like all of those and did most of the interviews for those as well. And yeah, man, look, this is like a long ass list. Bad Baby, I was like pretty early on as well, and like was pretty bullish about us doing stuff with. And then there's all this branded stuff that I've worked on as well. But this is like from 2021. I haven't updated this since 2021. And then I've signed a bunch of artists. I signed Overcast to Genius. Worked with Win, Serena, this Haitian pop artist. My Name Isn't J-Mac. Angelo Moda, who just got an MLB's The Show fucking soundtrack for the next year. So like being early on artist has quite literally been my job for the last 11 years of my life. Yeah, I work with producers all the time. I manage like 4 artists, so I work with producers pretty frequently across all genres. But I just love music. That's really the thing at the end of the day. I love music. I love supporting and helping artists, which is why I'm always open to asking or answering any questions you guys have in the chat too. Vitality, AB1A. Woo! Oh! Do we have no socials on this one? This feels like the Matrix in a nutshell. It looks like we're probably going overtime tonight based on this fucking skip queue that we've got going. But that's fine. I like music like this. We do not do pub deals, no. We did have a distro company for the last 4 years that I was running, but we don't do anything on the pub side of things. As far as YouTube series that we have right now, we have Verified, which is the lyric breakdown, and then also the website for lyrics. We're launching a new product called Genius for Artists later on this year as well. But right now, you know, it's mostly video series that we work on. Open micro performance series, which we just dropped this one with Longshot that I booked today, and also Verified. And then we have a bunch of social stuff too, but I started working here at 500,000 subscribers, so I've been a big part of helping grow the platform overall. I did just do this Joyce Rice premiere of the song Break Me In that just came out too recently. The energy on this is crazy. I love the sound design on it too. We're getting really full synths. There's a lot of energy in the drums as well. So for everybody who just joined, I'm like super like genre agnostic. I will literally listen to everything. And if I fuck with it, I'll fuck with it regardless of genre. I really liked this one a lot. I can't lie, I was pretty tired earlier today before I got on stream. It's songs like this that give me a lot of fucking energy. I don't actually have any feedback on that one. I really just enjoyed the production and the sound design. It moved really well. It had great energy. If you're in the chat and you have socials, drop your socials in the chat so we can pull them up. If not, it's all good. Definitely send me more music. I would love to hear it in the future. For now, we're going to move on. This is Obsessed by Grace and Pranav. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh. Pranav Dev on Instagram. Oh, that's fire. Yeah, I'm always down to just connect to people. Like, my whole job is just relationships, or a big part of it is. So I'm always down to connect with people, and if there's ways that we can do things together or collaborate, I like to do that kind of stuff. This is sick, bro. Out of Norway. If you're in the chat, let us know where you're watching from, too. I haven't done this in a while, but we're kind of spread all over the globe, which I love. Who is the singer on this? She's got an unbelievable vocal tone. Found her. Grace_Park with an E on the vocals for this one. Also Norwegian, I'm assuming? She's got a really great vocal tone. It's Billie Eilish-esque without being too much like Billie Eilish. It's like, I don't know if you guys listen to, oh, she's from here. If you're Indian, she's from the US. Her voice is sick. I don't know if you know who Carol Addis is, but it's like if Carol Addis's voice and Billie Eilish's voice got smashed together in the best ways. Great work on the production, too. Kick maybe feels like slightly loud. That's the only real note that I would have for you. Outside of that, everything else feels really good. Just when the kick comes in, it's maybe, it's like maybe not like nudge it down a little bit. You know what I mean? Ever so slightly, like not much at all. It just feels like it's the slightest bit louder than everything else. Wrote something to Nero. Amazing. Let me go look at it really quickly. I'm a producer songwriter. Made the song with Grace in a session. I think the song has had weirdly the best reactions I've gotten ever. We're still trying to send it to labels and stuff. Any thoughts would be gold. Any opinions? How can scale as a producer? 19-year-old for any best in Norway. Just keep making songs with people. Like, to scale as a producer, one, make content. Try and think about the ways that you can promote yourself as a producer through content. I think there's a couple examples of people who've done a really good job of it. Kato, the producer, I think has done maybe one of the best jobs of it, if I'm being honest. But I think, like, if you look at like The Count and you look at like some of the producers like that who are like multi-instrumentalists, they've done a really good job of making the beats the content. You know what I mean? And making honestly, even Jake Crocker, who's someone I also have known for a really, really long time, like right now, he's doing this series that I think is so fucking funny. And shout out to him as well. You know, he's not necessarily the biggest producer in the world, but this is the shit that he's doing right now. And I've seen this kind of going kind of like viral on TikTok as well. But I think, like, as a producer, you've just got to think about how you can incorporate what's happening in culture and in pop culture into your content as well, and do a combination of these are songs that I'm making from an artistic standpoint, and these are songs that I'm making from a cultural standpoint. And it's finding that balance of doing both that I think can help you scale as a producer and just get more people in the door. But honestly, just work with people, man. Work with as many artists as you can. Take as many sessions as you can. Reach out to people. Send beat packs. Send melody packs. Like, whatever you have the skill set that you're able to do, start reaching out to people that way. Because I think that's, for me at least as a producer, I would say like probably half of my placements have come through sending out melodic packs and sending out melodic loops to other producers that I'm like, yo, use this. And then if you end up using it, let me know and we'll figure out splits. It's not going to be a weird thing, but like, here's my melody pack. Let's see if we can make anything cool together. And that has generally been how I've gotten most of my placements as a producer, outside of the ones where I've done it from scratch, or if I've collaborated with someone who's done that with me, and then we've kind of like, you know, on the back end done the splits and everything, but we've co-produced it together. But collaboration is a big one, so just keep collaborating with people and artists, as well as producers. Phage, Headlights, let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, the dance music has arrived, and I am not upset about it. I don't know if I love the clap sound, and I know that's a very picky, specific thing. It just feels maybe a touch bright for how dark the synth is, like that bass synth, and just the overall tone of the song, if that makes sense. So Stinky says it's so diva. I actually like the rest of this. I think the production around the rest of it's really cool. The sound design is really cool. I love the synth work. To me, maybe the clap's a little loud. Maybe it's not too bright. There's just something about the clap that stands out a little bit more than it should to me with how dark the rest of the song feels. Love the stuttery kind of work on the synths though. Like, that's something that always stands out to me. Oh shit. That one's hard. That synth right there is the money. That's the money maker in this song. So when you go to clip for socials and do social stuff or content around it, clip that moment. Oof, let us know what you think in the chat. Alright, fuck the clap comment. I don't even care about the clap anymore. This has gotten so good. The further we've gone into it, the clap is like, I don't even hear it anymore. This one feels hella good, bro. If crypto markets have RAV4 style adventure commercials, this is what they'd use, for sure. The synth work on this is wonderful. I'm having so much fun. I like this a lot. This would go on my songs to dance to playlist, my non-public songs to dance to playlist, which I think I'm gonna make public at some point. It's basically like my DJ playlist of like, if I'm gonna do like a little mix for fun, these are the songs that I put in. This would absolutely go in that. It's sick, dude. I can see this being mixed into a jam skating battle too. Just the context of what else is in this fucking playlist. We got like Dylan and Harry, Party Favor Bauer, Joel Corey, Fred again, a little Weethan, a little Jiggets, a little Steve Angelo, some James Hype, some Fisher, some Fuckers. I don't know why there's no Bunt in this one yet, but I should have some Bunt in here too. I guess I have the DJ set playlist too, with Biscuits. I like this a lot, dude. Great work. We don't have socials here either, but if you have socials, feel free to put them in the chat. But this is sick. I don't really have too much feedback on this. My only real note was on the clap, and the clap is like such a moot point, because as soon as you move into like the real like chunks of like production on this, the synth work is just so good, dude. You really knocked it out of the park with the synths. Sound design is great. It moves really well. Good shit. Good shit. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, one more song. We'll do another free skip. 7:50. We're definitely going over tonight. Usually I end at 8 o'clock, but when we have a bunch of skip queue songs, we go over time because that's how you do it. Someone pays, play the song all the way through, start to finish. None of that 30-second nonsense. I'm gonna play the song the whole way through every time. Lost and Longing / Grief. Tova. Also out of Montreal, right? Maybe not Montreal. I don't know. Beautiful R&B artist. 2 songs in one. Demos from upcoming album. Written in one day on my way to a funeral. Damn, that's sad. Reminded me of the time my sister passed. Sorry if you lost. Strength to all who grieve. Scarborough. Sorry, not Montreal. I feel like we're all about to like shed some tears to this, in all honesty. Like, it's already moving me. And we're gonna have to close our eyes. I'm gonna turn the light off. Too dark. Too dark.
Keeps me wanting. Space from morning.
Beautiful composition already.
We're still in pain.
Oh, wow.
Can't bear to see you.
I love that it kind of has this, like, kind of... It's almost like an optimistic kind of rhythm to it with the shaker. Where it's like a very emotional song, but it's still kind of an optimism in the production.
Our lives are changed by grief. The love remains.
It's actually a really, really nice juxtaposition of a very serious songwriting style and topic, and a lighter production style.
Didn't know what I could do. How can all of this be true? In my dreams I go to you. Then you say you love me too. But when I wake up,
What do you mean, Steve-O?
how am I supposed to know? How do I hold on to hope? My life is hanging by a rope. I reach out and hope you're near.
I think one of the nicest things about Tova's voice is the really natural, like, slight cracks that happen. Sometimes, like, you don't hear it all the way through. This artist's name is Tova. You can follow him at Tova Makes Music on Instagram. Incredible R&B artist. Super underrated. Tova Makes Music.
Nothing's the same.
There's just like a real vulnerability, I think, to the way that he delivers his vocal as well. Beautiful, right? Just incredibly beautiful tone.
Although our time was brief, in your own understand, didn't feel the time. I wish your life was spare pictures of you on the phone. We were young, but now I'm grown. Hope you didn't die alone. Wishing I could hold your hand. Things I still don't understand. The hourglass ran out of sand. Story didn't go as planned.
Okay.
Now you're in
This is like a crazy content idea, but I think when you start rolling out this song, you really need to tap into the idea of loss, longing, and grief from a content perspective with people inside of your community and within your friend group, outside of just you specifically, but really bringing the fans into it by them sharing maybe their stories of loss, longing, and grief with you and with your audience. I just think that that's one of those things that so many people will be able to relate to and understand and feel connected to. And songs like this are really special because they can really change people's lives. They can really save people's lives. And I just think that, like, if you can bring the content into this from a story perspective as well, and be able to tell and help other people tell their stories of grief, that it's really going to help a lot of people connect to it. I love this, bro. This is so beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I love, actually, the way that it transitions from that first demo into the second. It feels really seamless. And, like, sometimes, you know, like, when we hear songs where it's 2 songs in one, there's a lot of times where I'm like, I don't know that you needed one section of this and the other section could be a song on its own. This is actually one of those rare instances where I actually feel like the two of these things together is actually such a perfect pairing. And the transition from section 1 into section 2 feels so seamless that it doesn't really feel like you're listening to 2 songs. It really actually feels like you're just listening to one song all the way through. I also agree with you, Steve. I hear a lot of Daniel Caesar in Tova's voice and writing. And I have really since we started. We've been listening to him now for, like, I want to say a year and a half, maybe 2. And I've always felt that way. I always kind of see that tie-in of what we hear from Daniel's music as well with Tova. But quite honestly, man, like, I have no notes. Like, the growth artistically, but also just like from a musical standpoint, from the first time we've listened to you, and also just a technical mix standpoint, like the growth is like so apparent in each of these songs that we hear from you. And I think this is probably my favorite thing that I've heard from you to date, Tova. And I just love this one, honestly. I feel it really touched me in a way. Like, it felt the way that it was supposed to feel, and it made me feel the things that I was supposed to feel in listening to it. Yeah, bro. He doesn't have the crassness Daniel has in his songwriting. It's really pure, more Cleo Soul like lyrical. I agree. It's like super poetic. It's almost more poetic than Daniel's, I think. But I hear it in the vocal tone, you know, and maybe in the production styling of Tova. But yeah, there's just something really special about this artist, man. Like, I think I've felt that way for a while, but the more he grows and the more the music develops, like, yeah, it's really good. And grief is communal, bro. Like, I think that's the thing that I've realized in going through grief myself, is that like it feels very isolating, but then the more that you talk to people around you about grief and the more you open up, the easier it is to deal with in a way, because it doesn't feel so isolating once you start to realize that other people also go through very similar things. And it is a communal feeling, you know what I mean? Like, we all feel grief right now, in different ways, and it's just one of those like purely human feelings and things that we go through, right? It's like a constant thing. And I think the older you get, the more you experience it. So I don't know, bro. Like, it's just, I think it's one of those things where there's certain topics, I think, in music where if you can figure out how to bring the audience into the story, it becomes much easier to get them to want to tell the story to other people and share it with other people. And yeah, like, I don't know, like, I think that's, for me, what I would encourage you to do from a content perspective when you're thinking about marketing these songs. Because, like, okay, maybe the darkest side of this is marketing is manipulation in a sense, and it is getting people to care about something deeper than just a surface level. And I think the best way to do that is through storytelling and through emotion and through content. So if you can find a way to do it, I just think it's going to work in your favor and really help people connect to you as an artist and connect to this song and want to share it with other people too. But yeah, it is a really, like, in itself, grief is a very communal feeling. We all feel it in different ways, but I think that's also kind of the beauty of it, is like, as people are talking about grief, it doesn't necessarily have to be death. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that we grieve. There's a lot of things I grieve that aren't just people passing away or losing people necessarily. I think there's things that I grieve. There's ideas that I grieve. There's, you know, thoughts about what I thought life was going to be that I grieve. There's like all these different aspects to it. And I think once you start to get into that with people, you'll start to see all the different types of grief and the different causes of grief. And I think that in itself would be a really compelling content series, or, you know, type of series, type of content that I would probably watch every time. And there is examples of it that exist. I'm not gonna say it's like a completely new idea. Like, I don't want you to think that I'm just like, oh, I just made this up. No, it's like a thing that people do. But I think like you have an opportunity to make it your own through this as well. That's all. Showtime, Rascal Hendrix up next. This is our next free skip of the night. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more songs. Look. Showtime from upcoming first project, Egotistic. Tonight is going to be a long night. This will be 8:30 before I'm finished. Exactly, bro. It does. It comes for everybody. Rascal Hendrix, let us know what you think in the chat. I think we listened to this artist last stream as well. I think what I said last time was just that I didn't know that I thought that there was like a hooky moment that really like kept me in. But it reminds me of like a lot of artists that are in this space that I do like. And thank you for your patience, everybody who's stuck around. I know I've talked a lot today, and we've maybe gone through songs a little slower than usual. So I appreciate it. If you are still here, if you're hanging out, again, shout out to had2_EC for the raid as well. It's great to have you guys. Usually we're a little bit more on time, we're a little bit more on pace, but I talked a lot today.
I feel like my moment is now.
This is an easy listen. Again, I don't know that I hear the hook that's gonna like keep me coming back necessarily. But I think I said this last time too. I think music in this space just has to be so undeniable and undeniably catchy. It's really hard to stand out in this space overall. So it's not that there's anything wrong objectively with the song, but it's like, if it's this or like a Gunna song or a Future song, and the hook of that song is just sticks in my head a little bit more, it's probably gonna be that song for that reason, you know? But objectively, I like the artist's delivery style. I like that tone. The melodies are pretty solid. The production's pretty solid. The mix is pretty solid. I don't know if I like the sound that keeps coming in. I don't know if you guys hear that as well, but there is kind of like a that comes in like every now and then in the beat. I don't love that sound. Right there. Excuse me, right there in the chorus. It almost sounds like a cymbal or an open hi-hat, but like kind of not at the same time. I don't know if I love that part. You know what I mean? Like on the production side of things, I don't know that it's my favorite beat. And that's also probably, you know, part of maybe why it doesn't necessarily like just stick in my head and make me want to go back and listen to it again. But again, look, like separate of my own personal opinion, I can't say that there's technically anything that is not good about it. It's just, yeah, like I think music in that space, it's hard to stand out. And I've just listened to so much of it in my career and in my life that it's like, it's almost even harder to get me to really buy into it without it standing out. You know what I mean? I think that's probably my biggest thing. All right, Thundy the Griffin. This song is going to be part of an album that aims to capture the wonder of our natural world and beyond. Okay, fuck yeah. Oh, this is an ad. I was like, why is The End of the Road by Boyz II Men playing? There's no doubt nature leaves us in awe, from the lush rainforests and jungles to the openness of the plains and savanna, to the high peaks of the mountains, to the depths of the ocean. No words can describe the beauty and power of our natural world. This isn't just a song, it's an anthem to honor the greatness of our world. The world no single word can capture. Shout out to the planet, for real. Planet Earth is the coolest fucking planet in existence as far as we know. There's obviously other planet-like or Earth-like planets that exist that we've not been to. But I gotta be real, Planet Earth is a pretty sick one. And I'm a big fan of it myself. So shout out to Thundy the Griffin, because I totally get it. And truthfully, this does feel like the Planet Earth. I like this. Feels spiritually like "Oh Canada," says Tova. It's the Stinky says, cue the eagle noise, one inspiration. Production makes me want to sing the Star Spangled Banner like I'm Fergie. All right, look, I like this. As a classical musician as well, I think the composition is solid. The one thing that I maybe have a note on is the VSTs you're using for your string and your horns. Those are probably the two things that I would point to as maybe you could find better sounds specifically. But I really like the actual composition. The arrangement was good. It built into something really cool. I just think for me, it's like the sound choices, specifically on the strings and the horns, need to feel a little bit more organic. That's it. Accept Me Now, Plus J and Saruk Faro.
If it sells whatever they not telling you, they shouldn't tell no one else. I couldn't tell you that they tried.
A little bit too much low mid on the EQ of the vocal.
Couldn't even waste my breath. I won't even tell a lie. Had to get that shit a rest. I've been finding.
And what I think you need to do is carve a little bit of space out of the vocal sample for your lead vocal to cut through a little bit better. Because that's one of the things I always hear with sample-based, vocal sample-based hip-hop beats and songs, is that sometimes the vocals struggle to really cut through beyond the sample. Nice cadence, nice raps, nice vocal tone overall, but it's the EQ on the vocal for me that could use a little bit of work.
I'm getting bored, skating through life. Really can see that I'm still.
This vocal feels much messier than the first one. Let's make sure we try and record in similar settings, similar microphones. Thundy, you can always check the VOD out on YouTube, but I didn't have anything bad to say. It was really all positive. Just some feedback on the sound choices for the strings and horns. And if you want to go clip the VOD from YouTube, you can. It'll be be there once we get off.
Jealousy turn betrayal. Learned that from my old head. Don't fuck with me, then go ahead. The irony.
Man, the raps are good on this. It's really just the mix on it, right? A little inconsistency between vocal parts.
Crazy, 'cause it's never what you did. It's
And then also just like on the EQing side of things, a little bit of a clash with that vocal sample.
What niggas look in the game will change the way you look at things. The things you look at it change for real.
The raps are good though. I like the raps. Add plus J on Instagram if you rock with that one, featuring Sarug Pharaoh as well. There's a lot of potential there. I actually think there's a lot of people I know who would really like that also, but I think for me it's mostly just, you know, a little bit more consistency between vocal parts would be great, just so it feels a little cleaner. And then, like I said, that fighting between the lead vocal and the vocal sample is always something I hear with sample-based beats, and you just gotta carve out more space. Oh, Chase DeMoss. Yo, wait.
If you're police or ice, get out the club. You fascist fucks ain't dancing with us.
Hell yeah, brother.
Double that for the bootlicker, stay inside.
W's in the chat for these lyrics, bro.
The opportunity you had to cut her up with us is far past its prime.
I'm dead, bro. Look, I'm not mad at the lyrics on this at all. I do think the vocal delivery and mix could use a little bit of work. But fuck yeah on the lyrics.
Get down with the cool kids in town. Sorry, not sorry, we're turning your slave ships around. The light books for hate, greed, and bigotry can't be found.
Fuck yeah. Fuck fascism.
Your white supremacy is running out of steam.
Shout out to you, the real famous actor.
As we watch it drown.
Tasty Moss Productions on Instagram.
Find the newest dictionary, flip the page just to H, look up the word hypocrite. There's a pic of Trump and a caption that says anyone who supports this president, his name's mentioned 13 stacks deep in the files. He's Jeff's best friend. Probably pushed Ivana down the stairs to her death when she found out he fucks kids. Oh, I'm sorry, did I spoil it? Were you waiting to the end of binge with a friend? How many federally murdered U.S. citizens will it take you to end your defense of him? He's a piece of shit.
Stand on fucking business, bro.
It all makes sense. He's never coming back, but if he did, Jesus Christ wouldn't be your friend.
Hell yeah.
There's a brand new dance in town.
I rate these lyrics.
Spot the groove, it's 'cause your hate-filled hearts are bound by ignorance.
Vocal recording, vocal delivery is what you could work on. I think those are the things that if you could improve, it hits harder. But bro, stand on business, man. I rate that.
Dismantle the patriarchy brick by brick. Step one, we're gonna stomp these Nazis out.
Hell yeah!
Never forget the politicians and pigs that perpetrated this shit. They all deserve proper punishment.
Yeah, dude, fuck yeah!
Fuck ICE, fuck Trump, fuck Elon Musk, fuck JD Vance, fuck the police at least twice as God. Fuck Hexet, fuck the bastards working border patrol. Fuck Robert F. Kennedy, fuck Christie, you know. Fuck Pam Bondi, fuck Sean Duffy. Never forget, fuck that bitch Caroline Levitt. Fuck Marco Rubio, fuck Lori Chavez. Fuck that asshole Scott Turner, fuck Linda McMahon. Fuck Kelly
Jocelyn Westing, welcome into the chat.
Fuck Susie Wiles, fuck Tulsi Gabbard, fuck Turtle Face McConnell, fuck Kanye West.
Fuck Turtle Face McConnell. Oh my god.
It must be what Dwayne Johnson is cooking.
Holy shit, dude. Wow, you went in on these lyrics. Look, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I saw reassigned technically, but also fired. W's in the chat for this one lyrically. Look, bro. Yeah, got to. I respect you a lot for standing on business and writing this song in the first place. Is obviously a weird time and a difficult time to feel like you can really speak out about these things. And I respect thoroughly the fact that you stood on business with this lyrically. I just did the fucking thing, man. Where I think it could improve from a musical standpoint is really just within the delivery. I work on your delivery style a little bit. That's just practicing and making more music if we're being real. And then also just on the mix. But I mean, outside of that, bro, like, yeah, fucking say what you got to say. That's what music is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be an outlet where we can really like express ourselves. And to me, These are the only songs that I write anymore. I kind of they feel like that. They feel like rebellion, and I really appreciate people who will just stand on business that way and say what they want to say like that. So props to you, bro. I'm glad you sent that in. That brought me a lot of joy today. I needed something like that. Just to round out the evening and get that fire going back in me again as well. I fuck with it. You should go check out the YouTube channel Overzealots when you get a chance. That is one of my artist channels, and I think you will really, really enjoy it. Just based on your political views, go check it out. It's called Overzealots on YouTube. I think you'll enjoy yourself when you get in there. All right, Jared Falls. What else? Up next, we got like 1 or 2 songs left. 3 songs left.
I'm trying to blow a little paper.
I like Jared, man. Always have, always will. JaredM.3 on Instagram. You're very welcome, man. Thank you for sending me that. I needed that today. We haven't listened to Jared in a minute, though. I'm happy he's back. I don't have too many thoughts on this. I like it. I like the way it is right now. Nice little details here with the vocal arrangement as well. Congrats on graduating, bro. Masters. Oh. My man got his masters. W's in the chat. Yeah, the cadence is really nice. I agree. That's such a nice little run right there. Thanks for the follow, Jocelyn. Vocals sound like another drum in the best way. They're very percussive. That's a nice little ad-lib there to the I don't need. So many nice little details rhythmically. This one's cool, man. Weekend-esque. I don't have any notes on this one. Steve-O said he would call back to that ad-lib. But honestly, this one feels really polished. It feels finished to me. Like, you could do stuff if you really wanted to, but at the same time, I think if you didn't, I would still be really excited about that one as a drop. JaredM.3 on Instagram. We got another one from Jared in a second. First, we've got Tazi, Get 'Em. This is my song off my EP, Can They See Us Now, which includes a short film about to drop, which explores visibility and the stories we carry. Ooh, I love that. All right, let's check it out. Tazzy, Get 'Em.
Niggas in the back, they say they ready for anything. The man on the moon like Kaufman, but I'm David Blaine. Breaking out the boxes and we even with everything.
London, Ontario? Not London, England, right?
I recognize your eyes, you ain't high enough. This shit go right in from tonight, we gon' be fly as fuck.
Doesn't look like England outside. Produced by Stoic. Shout out to Stoic. That's the homie.
Truth in all these poses, these rappers gon' get they scamming up. Okay, head nods for agreeance in case they wires tuck. Bust down the door, remember the times that they denying us.
This is actually solid. I like this.
Coldest want the final cut, now round them up. Even fake smiles gon' wanna pound us up. See at
the lighting could be a little bit better in the video if I'm being like picky about like video production stuff. But generally pretty solid. I would listen to this. London, UK. Oh, you are from London, UK. You didn't shoot this in the UK though, did you? I don't know why that doesn't look like England to me. I'm from England originally. That's why I ask. What part of London you from?
They left it up to me to decide when we put that line in. Don't tell nobody who goes no.
And why do you have an American accent?
10 million on my soul, made the flow, create a diamond. Now y'all niggas got me wide and I knew this kid from round the way. He used to run for the chump change, so they pulled upon him. So he about to get.
Are you doing the accent, or do you have the accent?
Riding out to this Pompeii, and years later saw his face fronted on front page. A homicide in broad day.
Minor nitpick, I think giving the hook a bit more breathing room will make it hit harder. Went from that verse to hook pretty quick, but that song by Jared is basically ready to drop, says Steve-O. Wait.
Across the board, he run down phase, he ain't playing too. Every charge from the silver hay shots to the back of boots. The boy won't be bishop.
It's like I hear the accent a little bit.
Ain't nobody make it out, now here's the proof, but still
it comes and goes for sure.
They screaming, gon' get him, gon' get him. I ain't with him, I ain't with him, gon' get him, gon' get him. I ain't with him, I ain't with him, gon' get him.
Maybe the one thing I would say about that though is just like, I think you'll have a harder time in the UK. But maybe not. It's pretty close. It's pretty good American accent though, if we're being honest. It's better than mine.
10 million on my soul, made the flow, create a diamond. Now y'all niggas got me wide and
Is this on streaming as well? I actually like the song. I'm gonna go save the song on Spotify as well. Look, I'll be the video for me could be better, I think. But good technical rapping skills. I agree. Like, it's good delivery. The accent confused me a little bit, but I'm kind of not even really mad at it. It's just like, I think part of me, because I did this when I moved to America, right? When I moved to America, I thought, oh, I gotta like fucking do the American accent when I rap because people won't get the English accent and they won't fuck with it. And I think, yes, that is true to an extent. But also at the same time, you live in the dough. I just got a hill, got a stack for us to roll. Shout out Fetty Wap, man. But I just look, I think like, don't feel like you got to put the British accent on. It just kind of comes naturally. I grew up on New York rappers. That's totally fair. I used to do the same thing. But I don't know, like, I think now more than ever you can get away with the British accent and rap. And really rap, like if you think about like Saint and like fucking Nux, right? Like they kind of do that. That's maybe the only thing I would say. Devil's Advocate, of course. But I really liked what I heard. I'm excited to hear the second song from you too. So, Stinky, XXIV. Yo, did you ever get that studio set up, bro? And I get high with my baby. I just got a million fire with my baby, yeah.
And I could ride with my baby, yeah. I be in the kitchen cooking pies with my baby.
I like aspects of this. There's aspects of it I don't love. But I really love the original, so it's hard. I think it's hard to do a cover of a song like this when the original was such a big hit and already kind of like a hip-hop song, you know what I mean? There is things I like about it. I do like that it's kind of out of the box. I like that it's a little bit different. I think there's aspects of the delivery that need a little bit of work. I prefer no drums. Motherfuckers will like do drums.
Baby, yeah. And I could ride with my baby, yeah.
I don't, so the parts where it's a little bit more spoken don't really do it for me. Like, if I'm being honest, I would like to hear you sing it more. I think if you're going to do it no drums, do an acoustic cover, fully, right? Sing the shit, don't put the drums in. I think if you're going to rap it a little bit more, then the drums make sense because it carries it rhythmically. But yeah, like, I think for me, it's the spoken parts that don't really, like, move the needle for me as much. But yeah. All right, First Time by Tazzy. And then I am going to get out of here until next Monday when we are back from 6 to 8. What I am going to do is open up submissions for Monday's stream, though. So if you want to go ahead and submit for Monday's stream, you can in the meantime. But we are going to end with this last one from Tazzy, First Time. Another single off my EP, Can They See Us Now, which includes a short film. Similar note. Tazzy, First Time, out of London, which now I see it in this video. This video is cleaner as well.
You know it all started from the first time when somebody came around and tried to curse mine. It's how they put a head so me.
You actually low-key sound like you're from Philly or Baltimore because of the American/British accent. Tazzy, who are some of your favorite New York rappers, bro? I'm curious. Let's go ahead and open up submissions for next week, too. I heard it in break.
If you leave it up to me for the greed, I might take up a plea these days. Gotta swerve my force, cause I know how. Come comes around and it's coming like free, okay, like this is my staple flow. Mother's angel without the halo though. Shape my figure without the play-doh. Jokes as a kid, I couldn't even play those ropes. Getting older, but still hard to.
Hey, you already rap, bro.
I've been planning it out, they can't take this scope. No, as a kid, I've been wanting that rapper life. I'm trying to get the Bugatti as my bragging rights. I've been trying to make peace.
I will say, look, I'm obviously biased, but I say this a lot. I feel like British rappers are some of the best writers of all.
First time when somebody came around and tried
consistently.
To it's like they put a head, so me nightmare force. Somebody trying to come around and hurt mine. Somebody put a church on the phones for the devil on me, trying to send the kid out the worst vibe. Tell me how you really want to do this, man. The music about to change up your days and let me go and talk my shit. Yeah, young nigga trying to get rich. Yeah, came in this game with one wish. Look,
performed this one at the Benny the Butcher after party, Jadakiss and Jay-Z. I interviewed Jadakiss once, and I'm not gonna lie, I geeked out. It was like one of the coolest things I got to do in my career. Like I really geeked out when I got to interview Jadakiss, because also like he's a standout for me as well. Jay is also a standout for me. My boss has interviewed Jay before, and that's like one of his favorite rappers. And that was like one of the first things we connected onto, because I was like super geeked out about it. But I'm from Peterborough originally, so I'm like from kind of a little bit north from London, right? You're a great rapper, bro. Yeah, Kiss was cool. I thought he was mean mugging me for a little bit, and then we ended up having a really great time. But I thought he hated me for a second. You can actually see it. I did Jadakiss and Fab together, which was really crazy. Bro, you're a really like good technical rapper. I really enjoyed this a lot. I'm definitely gonna keep up with you. Yeah, I did this fucking interview, bro. My boss was initially supposed to do it because him and like Fab and them were like friends.
I ain't a fan of horror movies. I'm scared of them.
and then I ended up having to do it. Yeah, you should go check this one out. This was like a really funny interview, especially Jadakiss. Jadakiss was actually so much funnier than I thought he was gonna be. He's a really, really funny dude. Fabulous, much less funny, much more serious. My only real feedback is that because they're good at rapping, I think playing with more flow variations would make this a bit more interesting, which is a very valid and fair bit of feedback. All right, shout out to you guys, man. I had a great stream today. I really enjoyed myself, even though I maybe talked a little bit too much and we didn't get through as many songs as we should. But I had a really, really great time. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, we're back on Monday. Submissions are open for Monday's stream already. Go follow us on Discord. Go follow us on Kayvan's House on Instagram. There's a bunch more options for you there as well. I just put the link for Kayvan's House in the chat on YouTube as well. But yo, shout out to you guys for real, man. I really appreciate you guys being here and sending music in every week. And I hope you have a great weekend. Be safe. Back on Monday, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll talk to you soon, man. Send me your music. If you got new releases that are out, make sure you put them into my release calendar, especially if they dropped in the last week. I'll be updating that playlist on Saturday morning, okay? Peace. Thank you. Oh, Vampiria Doll, we are literally just ending right now. But have a great weekend. Submit music to some of my other things. We have some other things coming up as well, okay? We're back on Monday, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one. It's okay. The schedule is always 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So sorry, but you can go watch the VOD on YouTube if you want. I'm gonna upload that as soon as we get done. Okay. So if you want to go back and rewatch, you always can do that.
Touch my gut. The amount of things you get away from me, yeah, you just I can't make no shopping cart. This ain't no car. Ain't a shopping cart. My guys just like a car. I ain't playing no losing. I win this fight. Pick a card of your choosing. Pick me out for my life. I gotta keep it moving. I got a new style. For the one that I'm choosing. Ain't picking P5.
What you want to smoke? Some Zazas? I brought a bow out.
I stand again.
Yeah. Yeah. Been politicking with the devil, pray you keep your soul. Cause I done traveled down the roads that only few will go. Too many calls that I receive when it turned me cold. When it's pressure that is applied, you see you really bold. I understand the young nigga want a need for more. Was barely 7 when I comprehended we was poor. It hurt my heart to see my mama had to scrape for bills. It get serious about this paper, I know a lot who kill. So I ain't rapping, I'm just venting out my thoughts. We was casted as the villains cause they blinded by a star. We done travel pushing greens just to know that we on par. We ain't reached the highest room but miles away from where we